This fight's gonna suck.
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, Overeem versus Rozenstruik Fight Week. Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua Fight Week. Tito Ortiz versus Alberto Rodriguez Fight Week. Lots of stuff to talk about tonight on the MMA-Holes. Yeah, wonderful.
Wonderful.
We are here. We are live once again. JBH, how are you?
Wonderful.
How are you?
I'm great. They're showing a commercial over here for us.
know.
We don't really get many of those. So, yes, monetization, maybe. I don't know. Who cares? Lots of fights this Saturday on this fight week. 3 of them, to be exact. Well, probably a lot more than that, but 3 main fights going down. We have the UFC back in action. We have a big boxing extravaganza, and we have Tito Ortiz fighting an Alberto Rodriguez. That's going on too. JBH,
Mystic Moss.
you ready for some carnage this weekend?
I am. What are you looking at?
Wonderful.
I'm ready for carnage as well. Chat room, drop the carnage in the chat if you are ready for some carnage as well. We have interesting stuff to talk about here. I put the poll on the community section. I said, poll, get those votes in. Let's find out what the dilly is. What is everyone excited about this weekend, this Saturday? And here are the numbers so far. Get your votes in over there. Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua 2, I'm not surprised, is 81%. I mean, I'm not surprised it's in the lead. I'm surprised about the landslide. We are an MMA channel, and Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua just running away with this thing. The interest of the community. What do you think, Jesse?
I'm not in agreement. I'd rather see MMA, if I had to be perfectly honest. So I guess I could see why people may be more excited about this because of what happened in the first fight with Ruiz versus Joshua, but I feel like you can't ask me because I would give a biased answer, you know?
So you think that they got it wrong. You think that, you know what? It should be about the MMA. Now, if you think it's the MMA, Overeem, Rozenstruik, or Ortiz versus Rodriguez? What are you more excited about? I mean, that's pretty close, 13 to 5%.
I kind of want to see Rozenstruik because I feel Overeem versus Rozenstruik. Rozenstruik has a little more to show for himself. I think after meeting his brother, though, that kind of made it a little more exciting to me because he's like, this guy he's a prospect. So I guess I'm more excited about that.
9-0, Rozenstruik coming in fighting Alistair Overeem. Gets the call because of Walt Harris, unfortunately, cannot attend this due to the family situation that's going on. And it's interesting how this guy, Biggie Boy, just flew out of nowhere, and now everyone's talking about him. Even Francis Ngannou is talking about Rozenstruik, saying, yeah, after this fight, I want to take you on. It's pretty wild that Ngannou wants a piece of Rozenstruik. So, I mean, the guy's got everyone's attention here. And if he beats the number 6, Alistair Overeem, that puts him right into the mix. It catapults him into the mix. So it does make for a fantastic fight. Now, the card itself for a fight night, I kind of like it. And I have to say this.
What's that?
There is good news. The Ruiz versus Joshua fight is early in the day. So we will be able to do both and not have to worry about them overlapping, which is indeed wonderful. So I'm loving that. And let's be honest, I'm only excited about the main event, Ruiz versus Joshua 2. And yes, I'm excited once again about boxing. We missed this first fight. We've been reacting to a lot of the heavyweight fights. And Ruiz versus Joshua, we missed that fight the first time around. Watched the highlights, caught some of the recap again. And I got to say, I'm in. Mm-hmm. Ruiz looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Mexico. And he gets knocked down in the third round, comes back up and puts Joshua out. I mean, what a performance by Andy Ruiz, who was winning that fight, comes in, gets knocked down, back up to defeat, and takes out Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua looks like a superhero. It's the everyday taco-eating Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Shredded Joshua. They're going to run it back. It's fascinating to me. And if you look at the BetDSI lines over here, Andy Ruiz, who knocked out Joshua in the last fight at Madison Square Garden, is a plus 182. Fuck, I might have to throw some tacos on this fight. Fuch. That's right.
Yes, sir.
I still think Anthony Joshua should be the favorite in this fight, and some people probably think I'm crazy. But I feel he's going to tie it up. He has a little bit more of an advantage. Where are they fighting? They're fighting in no man's land. Where are they fighting? Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
No, not Arabia, Moss.
Saudi Arabia, excuse me.
Saudi Arabia.
Well, whatever. One of those fucking places. I don't know.
Wonderful.
That's where they're fighting.
Man, you better back up or you're going to go to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
Yeah. Drunk Savage.
I'm thinking about sending some cat turds to your postal place for almost giving me a goddamn heart attack. Slacking mofos, now I gotta wait another 24 hours to see you open your gift. Oh, and the studio looks great, JBH.
Well, Moss helped. Moss helped with the lights because I would never have been able to get him up like that without him.
She never gets it up without me. You know what I'm saying?
Wonderful.
Doesn't make any sense.
You don't have a cock?
Not anymore.
Or maybe me. Maybe talking about me.
You never get it up without you?
No, I never get it up without me. That's for sure. Thank you, Drunk Savage, for the wonderful donation. We'll have that package probably tomorrow and then open it on the food off of the Friday. How about this? You bringing back the fight briefing tomorrow. I forgot about that.
Yes, I was working on it today. I am, yeah. You know, I am and I'm not. Because I was hoping that, like, the first card back would be a stellar card. And this one's all right, but it's not stellar.
I like it. For a fight night?
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
Listen, I'm saying it's all right. It's a good card to come back to. It's not like a snooze fest, but it's not I was hoping it'd be like a pay-per-view or something like that, you know? But I can't complain. Like I said, this card's all right, so. This
is a warm-up. It's going to warm you up for UFC 245 next week. And everyone on the main card, you pretty much know.
Yeah.
Song Yudong, Cody Stamann, Aspen Ladd, Yana Kunitskaya, Ben Rothwell versus Stefan Struve, Marina Rodriguez versus Cynthia Calvillo, and how do you say Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Alistair Overeem. And a lot of people are starting to know who Jairzinho is. 9-0 versus Alistair the Beast. Is he Ubereem? Not anymore, but still, he's still got that, you know, that thing. He's going to get knocked out. I have a bad feeling about this, man. Did you make your pick already for this fight?
I did.
Yeah, I have a really bad feeling. After watching Arlovsky, I feel like Rozenstruik is going to go in there and take out all the no-chins. You know, all the legendary no-chins.
Wait, you think Rozenstruik's going to go in and do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I really do. I think he...
Look how tiny Overeem's head is in comparison.
Well, you notice his chin is going further into his face. Every time he gets knocked out, his chin goes further into his face.
It's crazy.
Wonderful.
A tiny little head.
Legend of the sport. Still in great shape, but I don't know, man. I'm not feeling comfortable. Let's see what the chat thinks about this, as we have a fantastical fight card. I think this fight night's fun. Let's see what the chat says about the main event. Overeem versus Rozenstruik.
Steelers Suspect said Khabib is joining the photo album of Tony opponents. Brett Wilson says, Ann H, how you been? Sean Hart at 2 joins Drunken Ann with the flex. Flat Earth Deacon says Alistair was like 170 in Pride. Dr. Nate says, Chrome, that's right. I was listening to Rogan and Schaub earlier and thinking back to that fight. Legendary. Mac V says Overeem wins with knees. T-Bird, hi, Moss.
Hi, how you doing?
What am I, chopped liver? Sean Hart says, it is a good fight card for sure. Justin Jr. says, Rozenstruik by round 1 KO. Drunk Savage Overeem explodes into dust.
Ooh, he explodes. I like that. The person who said the Schaub and Rogan podcast was, or they said something from that podcast.
They were thinking about a fight they were talking about.
I was just praising Rogan and Schaub. I know a lot of people don't like Brendan Schaub. His stand-up is... But, and even his own podcast, what is that called?
Below the Belt?
Below the Belt. It's just not my cup of tea. I can't really get too far into it. But I have to say this. When Rogan is mixed with just Brendan Schaub and they're going back and forth, I don't hate it. I got deep into it. We
got a secret super fan over here.
I got an hour and a half in. I was on the treadmill. I was listening. I was watching. I was interested. They have, and I was telling Jesse this, they have this charismatic back and forth. They're comfortable. I mean, they've done a million podcasts together, so they know they have chemistry with each other. But it wasn't bad. It was good. It really was. You know, Schaub is a knucklehead, but sometimes he says some good things. Even when he says dumb things, it still works with Rogan. You know, they got a good. I think they're gonna have sex. If not, do you think?
I think you might have sex.
I think I want to fuck him too. Yeah, I want to get a threesome with Schaub and Rogan.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Oh yeah, see, Chrome T Don says that's because Rogan sets him straight. He was talking about in the beginning of that podcast how he was basically saying you got to get out of the game when Schaub was still fighting. You know, Rogan wanted to see him, leave before his head was scrambled from getting fighting these big boys at heavyweight. It was an interesting story. I don't know. I was in. Yeah, boss. I think I want to have sex with Joe Rogan and Brendan Schaub. Is that weird? Is that a Gaylord?
Gaylord.
I don't know. All right, so let's talk about this. Here we go. We spoke about the UFC card this weekend. We're going to be talking more about that as we get into the stories. We spoke about a little bit about Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. And I have to say, Jesse, I do not understand why I am getting sucked into boxing here. These heavyweights, they have pulled me back into the game. Ever since Mike Tyson and Holyfield and, the Buster Douglas and Lennox Lewis, all that bullshit going on back in the day, like that was when I was really fixated. I really enjoyed the sport. And I fell off and I wasn't into the lighter guys. And now I'm sucked back in again. Andy Ruiz looks like a god. He looks like Slimer. He looks like an obese Slimer, for God's sakes. He's huge.
But people were kind of shitting on Ruiz during the last fight. And I know some people thought it was a lucky shot. But when they were doing the promo, Ruiz, he was pretty convincing in that he knew how to hit Joshua and where to hit him just to get him down. So I wouldn't really sleep on Ruiz just yet based on his appearance or anything like that. He's still got an incredible record in comparison. He's got more wins than Joshua, more fights under his belt. So I understand it's easy to be like, that was just a lucky shot. He's going to lose this time around. But I'm kind of rooting for Ruiz once more for the rematch. Yeah, listen. Well, Ruiz is the American, so of course we're going to lean in that direction. Not all cases. I root for Conor, for God's sakes. Right, Connor? Yes, sir. But in this case, I do want to root for... I like rooting for the short, fat guy. I'm into that. Now, it says he's 6'2" over here. I was hearing that he's 5'11". So I think this is off. I don't think Andy Ruiz is 6'2", but correct me if I'm wrong. He's 30 years old, and so is Anthony Joshua. It's just amazing how Anthony Joshua looks like a shredded superhero, and Andy Ruiz looks like a big clump of skin, like just thrown in a ring with gloves. It's like a big... Like a Teletubby? He looks like the poop emoji, a lighter version of the poop emoji, just poured into the ring with gloves. I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm looking at with him. He's a melted man. The Destroyer. Puff State Marshmallow Man. Yeah, the Puff State, or the Stay Puff, whatever you want to call him. Stay Puff. Yeah. But, that's what makes it interesting. In MMA... size, shape, it doesn't fucking matter. Usually in boxing, though, you see these guys that are shredded. Usually you got to think those shredded guys are going to win. Not in this case. So, I'm in. I'm interested. I'm back in the game. Now go over to Tito Ortiz versus Alberto Rodriguez. No fucks given, Jesse. So stupid. No fuck. Listen, Tito's a legend. He has retired, 5 times now? After the last Chocolate Elf fight, he's like, yeah, I'm retiring. I think this is going to be the last one. And what happens literally a month later? He comes out saying he's going to start fighting again. Yeah. So dumb. It is ridiculous.
And you got Alberto Rodriguez from Mexico trying to get it done. This is a pay-per-view fight in Combate America. Is that what it's called? Combate America? What is that? What is it called?
I'll go with that.
Combate
Americas.
Listen, that's happening. And it is a pay-per-view. So who in their right mind?
Someone said it in the chat. Steelers said Tito is a joke, and I have to agree. You can't take the guy seriously anymore. You just can't.
He has become a joke, and it kind of sucks. A legend of the sport, a pioneer of mixed martial arts. You know, basically, if it wasn't for guys like him, there would be no UFC. Guy, a legend of the sport, is just a joke. I mean, if you look at the last fight with Liddell, well, that should have never happened. And here we go. Now he's fighting this guy, Alberto Rodriguez, a wrestler. Doesn't he fight with a mask on back in the day? That's who he used to fight with a mask on or some shit. That's what Rogan was saying. I don't know anything about this guy. I have no clue. But these two are gonna fight, and I really.
Oh, was he a wrestler before?
Yeah, I don't care. I have zero interest. So thank God that's going up against the UFC because I'm gonna be asking the chat what's going on. Maybe I won't even ask. 587 votes, and still Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua.
So shocking.
Is running away 81% of the votes.
It's so bizarre.
Right?
Do you think people are just voting for that because everyone else is like a majority vote?
I'm going to be honest with you. Let's see. I'm going to try to think. If I'm just looking at Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua and Alistair Overeem versus Rozenstruik, and you had to say, Chris, you can only watch one fight, what would you watch? Okay? That's what I'm going to go with. What fight would you watch?
Well, I guess if you put it that way, I would put Ruiz versus Joshua a rematch.
I would watch Overeem versus Rozenstruik.
Really?
And the only reason why I would say that is because, like you said, we met his brother. He was talking about him. We had no idea who the hell he was talking about. Like, yeah, good luck, buddy. Your brother's going to get his face smashed in, and then he takes out Arlovsky. And now I'm interested. If it wasn't for that little story, and now Ngannou calling him out, I wouldn't give a shit about Overeem versus Rozenstruik. But because of that little story, I'm in. So I would pick Overeem versus Rozenstruik, but luckily we don't have to watch both at the same time. Wonderful, wonderful, Jesse.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I saw someone in the chat say no alert for the show, and I've noticed that has been happening. So here's the deal. The people that are watching right now, make sure you slap the notification bell down below. So subscribe, and then there's a notification bell. We really need you to slap that thing because you will not get alerts unless you have it selected. So for instance, let me show you guys.
Like so,
for instance, I'm going to show you our subscriptions over here because we are subscribed to the greatest. Carrie, okay?
Oh, right now.
Oh, there she is. She's beautiful. So there's Carrie. She's streaming. We're subscribed to her. We're big fans. Okay, you hit subscribe.
Love Carrie.
And then you have to hit this little bell over here. See this? You got to hit that.
Man, you better back up. You
Select
go
all.
to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep
notified.
too.
Connor H.
What's the deal with this Tito versus Del Taco thing about? Is this a serious MMA fight? This seems like fakery bullshit. Hope everyone is wonderful. Love you guys.
Wonderful.
Let's go.
Yeah, baby. Yes, it is. Well, is it real? Jesse, what do you think? Do you think this is a load of shit?
No. Yes.
You do?
Yes.
It's possible. They might be going for a payday and be like, hey, listen, this one's going to win. This is how this is going to go. We're going to throw a couple of fists. We'll get it to the ground.
A little silly. It's a little too silly to be real, right?
How much is this pay-per-view? Do you know? Do you have the story?
Yeah.
All right, let's start off with this story first. I'm curious to know what are they charging for this bag of shit? this bag of shit card. Combate 51. Tito Ortiz.
Hold on, allow me to just find it real quick.
Here's the fight card. Let me give you a rundown of the fight card. Ready?
Who the fuck is that guy?
There it is. By the way, we have a young lady from Risen coming on the show in 2 weeks. Interesting story. We'll have her on December 18th. So our first Risen fighter. She fought for Bellator and Invicta as well. A surprise guest will be coming on.
I have a story on Tito, but it's not about the fight.
No?
It's about... I don't have a story on.
Oh. Well, I mean, the fight's
if you'd like
trash.
me to check when it is, though, I can.
Yeah, give it a... well, no, just how much is it for the pay-per-view? I'm actually curious to see what they're charging for this thing. This bag of shit. It's kind of ridiculous.
Here we go. Tito versus Alberto.
Alberto Rodriguez. 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 All right. The earth is not a globe, says D. Rest. What? Too damn much, says Drunk Savage Sean. What's up, Wanda French? Sup, D. Rest. So the people are saying, hello.
It's on Fight TV for $29.99.
Oh, we can get it for free with our points.
Well, if it qualifies.
It will. There's no way it won't. But I won't even spend my points on that. $29.99? Hold on a second. So we do have a link in the description for Fight TV if you do want that. You know, if you're interested in something like that, we have a link in the description where you'll get $10 credit. But even with my credit, I don't want it. Fight TV, you need to sponsor us. We'll try to sell this. We'll try to be salespeople and sell this bag of shit. This bag of shit.
So ridiculous.
Hey guys, you want to buy? I'd rather buy a bag of shit for $29.99.
Oh, stop it.
Like an actual, because at least you're leaving with something, you know?
Something in your hands.
Shite TV. A bag of shit. What would you rather, for $29.99, would you rather buy a bag of shit of this or this?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alberto Del Rio WWE belt is on the poster. Yeah, isn't he like... So I don't know anything about WWE or any of that stuff. I mean, I know what the casuals know.
Casual.
But is that really his WWE belt? Oh my God.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently.
No, it's not.
That's what they say in the
It
chat.
doesn't even say WWE on the belt.
Look at this.
That is not a WWE belt.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe... What is he a champion of?
That is... Guys, that is not a WWE belt.
Steelers respect.
Look at that fucking
belt.
belt.
No, but you know what? Oh yeah, it is a WWE belt.
Look
you
at the belt.
It. Nope. So
where do you see it?
Hold on. Relax. You can probably Photoshop the WWE out of it, but you could see on the belt, you could actually see the W. So it looks like
Where?
they Photoshopped it out. Check this out. I'll get a little closer. See this over here? That's a W. See that?
No way.
Jess. That's a fucking WWE. They just took it out because they'll probably get sued if they have their logo.
No way.
Yeah. What do you think? Combate America is allowed to use WWE's logo?
No, I'm not talking about that. I don't think they would have used the belt.
Yeah, no, it's a WWE belt. He's correct. That's a good one. That's a good one from the chat. Feeding us information. Yeah, they Photoshopped it out. How funny is that?
What the fuck?
The WWE champion versus Tito Ortiz. Is Tito Ortiz even the champion in Combate America? I don't even know.
Who knows? Who watches
He never got a belt.
America?
He didn't get a belt in Bellator, right? God damn! Think about what this guy did.
I can't believe they used that belt. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, he caught it. Yeah, you could actually see.
That is cringy.
And how about that shitty Photoshop job? Like you could see the W in the belt. Look at this.
Oh
Look at these fucking idiots. They couldn't. You mean to tell me they couldn't fucking like get rid of the little edges over here? And this.
Yeah, that's pretty cringy.
God damn. Combate America. I heard Ariel Helwani, the guy that runs Combate America, is like not happy with Ariel, and Ariel doesn't know why. That's what he was saying. Nice thumbnail. You like that? This is probably, I was telling Jesse, this is probably our shittiest thumbnail we've ever thrown together. But we did it for you, right, Jess?
Do it for me.
We do it for me. All right. All right, so we don't have any, so it's $29.99 if you want this. Bag of shit. Okay.
Man, you better back up or you're going to go to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
$30 fucking dollars? Are you shitting on my dick and I'd rather watch Jack Little's brain fight CTE. I'd rather watch my cat try to reattach his balls.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Logan Paul debate with Bagel Boss.
I'm with you on all those. Yeah, I would have rather seen Bagel Boss versus Screech.
Oh, Connor, I got your red yarn today. So, your hat is on the way.
Nice. Oh, look at the snow, Jesse.
I know, I changed it up.
I have an idea, by the way. But after the stream, remind me. I have an idea for something.
For the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just reminded me. All right, let's get into the stories. Let's get into the stories tonight. JBH. Oh, an oldie but goodie. I'm going to take you in the world. The MMA-Holes.com, the news department, JBH in charge. You know what to do, Jesse.
It's the news, faggots.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, we know that UFC Fight Night, Washington, D.C. will be taking place this weekend. Alistair Overeem versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik. So just a little information on how to watch. Alistair Overeem is a Netherlands-based heavyweight with a kickboxing background. Rozenstruik is a Netherlands-based heavyweight with a kickboxing background as well. Their fight careers, however, are at very different places. Overeem, who's 39, is a veteran of 63 professional MMA fights and a former champion in the Strikeforce Stream and K1 promotions. He faces relative newcomer Rozenstruik, who's 9-0, in the main event of UFC Fight Night on Saturday in Washington, D.C. The main card is on ESPN at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with the prelims also on ESPN at 5 p.m. and early prelims on ESPN Plus at 5:45 p.m. all Eastern Time. Again, main card 8 p.m. on ESPN, prelims 5 p.m. on ESPN, early prelims 5:45. Oh, that's bizarre. They said prelims.
Hey, we got the times here. 5:30 p.m. is early prelims. Prelims at 7
p.m.
And then the main card starts at 9.
Whew, I almost gave you guys the wrong information there.
I got it under control. Don't worry. I got it all under control over here. So this is going down. I like this because you can watch the Ruiz-Joshua fight. That's going down. You know, you can take a big steaming dump. You know, get something to eat, and then roll right into the early prelims. ESPN Plus, ESPN. How about that? Big ESPN thing going on here. Ricky Simone versus Rob Font. Thiago Alves versus Tim Means. This is a good card. Fishgold versus Quarantillo. How you say this guy's name? Quarantillo. Bryce Mitchell is a badass versus Matt Salas. Sales. Is that how you say it? Is it Sales or Salas?
I have no idea.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Gaylord.
All right. I like this fight night. I think it's fun. It's a fun fight night. You know, nothing spectacular. It just, you know, a bunch of names. We've heard of these people, and they're all going to beat the shit out of each other. That's cool with me. On ESPN. So you know what that means, Jesse?
What does that mean, Moss?
That means this card is probably going to end at 1:30 in the morning.
No.
9 p.m. Eastern Time. Whoa, 2, 4, 5 fights, but they're going to have a gazillion commercials. That's the only negative.
It's not going to end at 1.
Yep. 1 o'clock in the morning.
9 p.m.?
I would say so.
Not for 5 fights.
Oh, you're right. It starts at 9. That's true. If it started at 10, you would be in trouble. Yeah, probably around midnight. 11:30 midnight, somewhere around there. Okay, yeah. You're right. I sit corrected, Jesse. You're correct.
I thought it was I stand corrected.
I sit correct. I'm sitting, Jesse. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting. I'm shitting correctly.
Okay.
That's that, right? Oh, so we put something together here on the MMA-Holes.com. Check this out. Jesse switched shit up. There is no more live chat over there, but you do have the community section. But here's the deal. We have the shop where you can get our swag on the MMA-Holes.com. Here's the community section. Real simple to go to these places on our website. We have our Patreon if you want to become a patron and become part of our secret society. And the thing I want to show everybody, coming soon, the Pick'em League. Finally, Jesse. Finally. How excited.
Finally.
Someone will be a champion. You pumped?
I am pumped, Moss. I actually can't wait. I have to say, I'm very much enjoying the new layout of the website.
Yeah, it looks good. It's clean.
Looks great.
If our advertisements would pop up, that'd be even better. But we'll get that fixed. Yeah, so this is it. And if you want to watch the show on the website, you can do that as well. We're live there. Look, advertisements would pop up. That'd be even better. But see, look at that. What a website. So congratulations to Jesse making a wonderful one.
Wonderful.
He helped design it.
The Pick'em League. Let me know what the ones in the chat if you would be part of our Pick'em League. Immediately, let us know. All right, as we get that going, let's go back into the news and see what else we got. This wonderful, wonderful show.
What's in the news? Moss, you clicked out of the MMA news page, so now you got to scroll through everyone's stuff.
That's what I'm doing.
You're giving the goods before people register.
They get a little tease. I'm teasing them.
All right.
I'm cock teasing them. Oh, we got a lot of people. We're going to have a big-ass Pick'em League. Like a big-ass. It's going to be it's going to be amazing. And then the winner of the Pick'em League each year is going to get an MMA Holes belt, a championship belt. Jessie doesn't wear her belt. What is up with that? Why don't you wear your championship belt?
I do sometimes.
You never wear it.
On fight nights, I do.
In 9 days, Mystic Moss will take that belt
I don't
from
want
Jesse.
fingerprints all over it.
And I will wear it constantly. That belt is mine. She is the champion right now, but I will be the Pick'em
I'm a
champion.
humble champion.
And I will take that into the new year. And everyone can lick my balls. Right?
Lick my balls.
All right. Let's get back into this thing. So here's the Anthony Joshua versus Ruiz.
Yeah.
Man, you better back up or you're going to go to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
Hell yeah, red yarn baby, let's go.
Yeah.
Black and grey with one red stripe, let's go.
I got
Thank you JBH, you the best Judah. Goat. I appreciate you guys. Folded hands. Let's fucking go. Connor for the win.
There you go.
Black and gray with one red stripe.
There's the order. That's his hat. You think Connor's going to run away with the belt? The MMA-Holes belt?
Nah.
What? You don't think so?
It depends on who's in the pick'em, because there's one person in particular that if this person plays the pick'em, nobody else is running home with that belt.
You're talking about Mike, right?
I am talking about Mike.
Michael, also known as what was his name? Fuck! The chat gave it to him
Bale.
too. Christian Pale. That was his name.
Pale.
Christian Pale is actually the champion. He is the champion. He's gonna try to defend his championship, and the Pick'em League is gonna be out of control. But you think Conor Hernandez will be the champ?
If Christian Pale does not play, he has a chance.
Let me see this thing.
Moss, I don't have any pants on, and Moss almost pulled me into your sights.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
Looks.
That does not
looks
belong
good
to
on
you
me.
just yet.
That looks good. What?
Thank you. You have not earned the rights to wear this over your shoulder yet.
You're like a child that when I play with a toy, you want to play with it too.
Well, it's not yours yet.
I'm going to take that thing. I'm going to take that belt away from Jesse. You can even see the fan upstairs. There it is. I'm going to release. See, she can't even have the strap. She doesn't even look. She's slouched at the strap. I'll sit up straight with that strap, and I will show that thing off after UFC 245. When I get that win, I am going to steal the belt and become the Pick'em champion.
Wonderful.
I have cramps right now. I can't sit up straight, Moss.
All right, read the news with the
I have
belt.
an excuse.
See if you can pull that off.
All right, Anthony Joshua says he's punching like a horse kicking backwards and holds no fear going into his highly anticipated rematch with Andy Ruiz Jr.
He punches like a horse kicking backwards?
That's what he said.
The fuck?
At a charged final face-off next to the Diriyah Arena, where the two fight in Saudi Arabia on Saturday, Ruiz, 30 years old, warned there is no way he will lose. Joshua added he will weigh in lighter than the 17th 9 pounds, something like that. He posted before his New York defeat as part of a new plan. He said, I may be less than 17 stone. I'm punching loose and heavy, rhythm and flow, the 30-year-old added. Before I was trying to bench press a house. I used my body to get where I needed, but then I started realizing the sweet science of the sport.
So he's going to come in slimmer?
I guess so. And punching like a horse kicking backwards.
I've never seen a man punch like a horse kicking backwards. Kind of weird, no?
Oh, because a horse kicking backwards it's like the it'll knock you on your ass, Moss. That's
punching like a horse kicking backwards.
Yeah, meaning he's gonna knock his opponent on his ass.
I feel that term is a little gaylord.
Gaylord.
I don't like it.
You know what? I think you're a little gaylord. How about that?
Maybe, but at least I'm a man enough to admit it. A horse kicking backwards. The fuck? All right. So that fight is going down this Saturday. We're going to react to it, and let's reset. Oh, excuse me. Let's go over. What the fuck? Every time I click on something, it moves. Let's go over to the community section and see what the vote. What is going on? Jesus Christ. This thing is acting real buggy.
What's going on, Moss?
81% still Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua Deuce.
Mikey is in the chat.
What up, Mikey?
Good to see you, Mikey.
Yeah, there's an update. Michael is still in the hospital. When did he say he's going to be?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, okay. Good shit. So Michael Anzalone, get better.
Prayers.
Wonderful.
Be wonderful, wonderful.
Bosco Gar says, I punch like an elephant stomping upwards.
Right? Isn't that like a ridiculous?
Zoltan says it means you got oomph.
Yeah, it sounds stupid. I think that's dumb. I want them to stop saying that. I think that they should make it illegal.
I punch like a horse kicking backwards.
I come like a horse kicking backwards,
Moss,
Jesse.
would you be a gem and put this back on the couch because I have no pants on?
I'll just wear it.
No.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I'll put it on the couch.
Don't you dare wear it.
Give me this thing.
Don't put that over your shoulder. It does not belong there, Moss. It does not belong over your shoulder.
I'm putting it on the couch. It is mine! I will take this belt!
Out.
It's mine!
He knows I can't attack him. My pants are down. I would be giving you guys a show. Moss doing a Connor. Moss, rub your cock on it. No, please don't do that. Put that strap on JVH, Moss. JVH, wear some pants. I do most of the time, but not today.
All right. I can't wait to fucking...
I can do whatever I want.
I can't wait to... I'm never going to put the belt down. I'm going to go grocery shopping, belt over the shoulder. You going to be embarrassed? I'm going to do everything. I'm going to be at the gym with the belt over my shoulder. I'm gonna wear it everywhere.
Oh, God.
Watch, you'll see.
You're going to ruin it if
There'll
you
be
do
pictures everywhere. People will be taking pictures with me, and I'll be walking around with that belt in public. Wherever I go, I'll have the belt on.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do it better than Colby Covington. Because I'm not going to smile. I'm going to be serious.
Yeah.
Straight-faced. I'll be in the bathroom taking a piss, belt on my shoulder. UFC 245 can't come quick enough. And I can't come quick. Well, I can come quick enough.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, what else is in the news?
Why are you JBH camming me?
Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go with this guy. What happened to his head?
What do you mean?
His head looks weird.
It always looks like that.
No, there's
Yeah,
something
like
going on here.
concaved. It always
Wait a
looks
second.
concaved.
What the hell happened to his head?
Nothing. It looks like that all the time.
All right, this is Ali Abdelaziz. He has a his head looks wrong.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't look
always
right.
is shaped like that.
Jesse, listen to me, okay?
Christopher.
I am
listen
a
to me.
pro at observing people's
Chris,
heads.
his head always looks like that. He has two
You can't even let me have
spots.
you can't even let me have my fun with the jokes that I'm about to tell. You can't let me do it, right?
All right,
You
then
can't,
go for
you
it.
can't even let me have my joy of making fun of this man's
God,
head.
Stop complaining. Just go for it.
Fuck. All right, forget it. I'm not going to do it now. It's ruined. My life is ruined.
Yeah, I don't
I just
feel
wanted to make a series of concaved head jokes.
All right, then
and
do
you're
it.
just like,
you're carrying it on.
you
might
can't
as well make
have the
jokes.
concave head fun. You just don't have any fun on this show. So I'm just going to beat the ceiling.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. The dislikes can choke on a dick.
So what's your thing with me grabbing that belt? You know it's bad luck if I touch the belt, right?
Yeah.
So I put bad luck on myself. So what's your
You
thing?
did that last time too. Last
Listen.
time you touched the belt right before the competition.
Belts are made to be worn and held, not to look all fancy and prissy over there.
To me, they are. That's like a trophy, right?
It's a
there.
waste of space. If it was on my shoulder, it wouldn't be. In fact, I'll tell you what. When I win this belt, the next event we go to, belt on the shoulder.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Please don't
In
do
fact,
that.
I'll tell you what. Jesse.
Please don't do that.
If we indeed do Triton fights. Oh, shit. When is Triton fights?
We'll discuss that.
But I think it's before. Damn it. I think it's before. Is it next week? Fuck, I think it's next week. I think it's the day before UFC 245. Damn, I would have done the play-by-play with the belt over my shoulder. You want to do it with the belt over your shoulder? I think you should do it. Will you do it with the belt over your shoulder, the play-by-play at Triton Fights next week? If we do it. I don't even know if we're going to do it, but if we do decide to do it, will you have the belt over your shoulder while you give the play-by-play?
Man, you better
If
back
not, you're a
up
gay
or
lord.
gonna go to
Gay
sleep.
lord.
Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
Drunk Savage.
So what was the real story with the smell from yesterday? Also hope Hansaloni is getting lots of sponge baths from hot-ass nurses. Giggity.
That's definitely happening.
I
The
posted
smell.
a post that said I smell something different, and I was referring to the new format of the website, but it was so fresh that nobody knew about it yet. So I smell something ... different.
Yeah. No one else smelled it, apparently.
Yeah. It took forever. Flat Earth was the first one who ever really noticed anything.
We may bring the live chat back over there, but for now, here's the deal. The community section's where it's at. This is where the party's at. So if you are not on the MMA-Holes.com, you're a complete
Gaylord.
Get over there and smell the smell that Jesse's talking about from hell. The smell from hell. Look at this. Oh, I like this. This is Drunk Savage posting. Diego Sanchez will fight Michael Pereira at UFC 167 in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Is that really happening? The hell? What in Sam hell's going on here? Is that really happening? He's back? Diego, I thought he retired. Who's this clown? Who's reporting this? This guy's only got 4,287 followers, but maybe he knows something. Diego Sanchez versus Mitchell Pereira. Wow. That's fucking crazy. I mean, it's going to be fun. They're two lunatics. Isn't Pereira like 10 times the size of Diego Sanchez? This can't be real. This can't be real. I gotta do research on this. Let's see. Let's go to the googly googs. I thought he was retired. Oh shit. Well, this is a story. Look at Drunk Savage pulling it in on the MMA Holes. That's why you got to go to the MMAHoles.com. Jess, did you know about this?
Yeah, I saw him post it.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Is he on crack? Let me see if I can pull up his stats. Whoa. Oh, shit. What the hell? Oh, what the hell is that? Fucking pop-ups. Let's go to the Tapology. What's the size of Pereira? Let's go to the old Tap. Isn't he like a hell of a lot bigger? Or am I remembering things wrong? There he is, 2310 and 0. He's 26 years of age. He is 6'1". Well, he's not that much. I mean, Diego Sanchez is what, 5'10"? Damn, son. Let's see Diego Sanchez. Damn, this fucking Diego Sanchez is fighting this lunatic. It's lunatic versus lunatic. That's a crazy fight, Jess. Mm-hmm. Did you let that thing sink into your head?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think?
I like it.
29, 12, and 0. 37 years of age, and he is 5'10", yeah. So 5'10", 6'1". I mean, that's not crazy. But this dude, oh my God. That's a nut. This has got CT written all over it. The young buck. In case
CTE.
you don't remember. Does anyone in the chat not remember Mitchell Pereira? This is the guy that came in all autistic, like flipping around, doing all crazy shit.
He lost his last fight because of that.
Yeah, he was acting like he gassed out, acting like a lunatic. You know he's gonna do the same shit again against Diego Sanchez. Holy shit! Oh my God, this is nuts. This should headline. That's so crazy. It should be a headlining fight. All right, Jess, what is this story real quick? We should talk about this. This is pretty good.
New Mexico will have the opportunity to see one of their own fight live at UFC Rio Rancho this February. Albuquerque's Diego Sanchez returns to action when he takes on high-flying Mitchell Pereira at the February 15th event, according to a press release issued by the promotion Wednesday afternoon. In his most recent fight at UFC 239 in July, Sanchez had a 2-fight winning streak snapped at the hands of Michael Chiesa. The booking against Pereira signifies Sanchez has re-signed with the UFC since the Chiesa fight was the last on his previous contract. His opponent, Pereira, made a statement in his promotional debut when he flattened Danny Roberts in under 2 minutes this past May. In his sophomore UFC appearance in September, however, Pereira was defeated by short-notice replacement and massive underdog Tristan Connolly. UFC Rio Rancho takes place Saturday, February 15th at Santa Ana Star Center in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. The card is expected to air on ESPN or stream on ESPN+.
I'm sorry, where does it sit on the card? Is it got a headline or no?
That's not what they're saying.
No. Wow. This is a nutty fight. I mean, these two shouldn't be headlining anything, but because of the craziness of the fight, I would be okay with it. They're two lunatics. You got this young buck coming in.
Well, Diego Sanchez won't let Mitchell Pereira, with like all the acrobatic show-offy shit, he will not let Mitchell Pereira get away with that, I don't think. Sanchez is a fucking animal. And I don't think he'll give Pereira the time of day to be able to pull off all that stupid bullshit. Also, Pereira, after his last fight against Tristan Connolly, him and his team came out shortly after saying, oh, it wasn't the acrobats that got him gassed out. He was suffering a cold before that and blah, blah, blah. Coming up with all these excuses when we all know the reality. His stupid stunts are what gassed him out.
Yeah, but you know he's going to be doing that with Sanchez.
I just don't think Sanchez is going to really give him the time of day to be able to pull some shit like that off.
Oh, my God. This is insane. Now, remember, we've seen Sanchez get his bell rung multiple times. If this man does not have a concussion syndrome.
Concussion.
I mean, I don't know who does. I mean, if anyone has CTE, it's him. Last one was a unanimous decision versus Michael Chiesa. He lost to Jake Ellenberger. Before that, he beat Mickey Gall. Little finger up the ass action. Craig White, 2 in a row. Got destroyed by Matt Brown with that elbow. That elbow was vicious. And the Ally Quinta knockout as well was insane. And he just keeps bouncing back. 2-fight losing streak. We thought he was retired. And shout out to Drunk Savage for dropping this on the MMA-Holes.com. So if you got any stories that pop up or any breaking news, drop it over on the MMA-Holes.com. We'll discuss. All right. Jesse, what do we have with Mr. Alien Head?
All right. Mr. Alien Head just tried to start a war between UFC fighters and USADA. Have you seen the tweet, Moss?
I got to be honest with you. I'm starting to lose interest in this man.
So
no, the answer is no.
There's been a little bit of hype going on.
I kind of couldn't care less of what he has to say.
Well, he made a tweet, and now there's quite a bit of controversy going on. But let me just tell you what he said first. He said on Twitter, if you are a UFC fighter out there and USADA tried to call you and tried to talk to you directly, never do that because their job is to get suspensions. It's them or us. That's what he tweeted, Moss.
Okay.
Now, let me get your takeaway before I continue this story. Would you like me to repeat it once more?
I think this man... Okay. I've said this before. I think this man puts his fighters in the best position. He really does. These guys get title fights. They get bumped ahead of the line. Gaethje didn't get that treatment, which was probably the first time in a while Ali Abdelaziz didn't get... And Frankie Edgar didn't get that treatment either. Both guys, thrown in the mix for the Conor situation. Conor wanted Edgar. Ali couldn't push him into that spotlight. But for the most part, most of his guys get the chance, a path to the title. And here we are with him attacking USADA. I think this guy's an attention whore. He is a complete attention whore. He is. It's nauseating, but it works. I mean, his fighters are getting paid top dollar. His fighters are getting championship fights. So it's working. It's just nauseating to watch and listen to. Imagine if this is your manager and you're like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think you're right on the money. He's an attention whore. We've seen before that, he cares more about putting the limelight on himself than his own fighters. So yeah, there's absolutely no doubt this guy's an attention whore. But I think that you saying that is the reason for him to put out a post like this. Mm-hmm. So let me tell you a little more about it. USADA has been known to contact fighters or flip the ones already in trouble in hopes of gaining insight into the ongoing drug use in the UFC. Light heavyweight champ John Jones is probably the most well-known example. We don't know if Abdelaziz got spanked by someone in power or just tried to clarify his early remarks, but he later sent out a second tweet praising USADA for all of the fine work it's done since getting hired by the UFC back in summer 2015. The tweet read, quote, USADA is a very important part of this sport to keep all these cheating people out of this sport. Sometimes I disagree on some things, but we need them to keep this sport clean.
What happens if Usman pops for EPO? Then what happens?
He won't. But it's very interesting how Abdelaziz tries to start a war with one tweet, and then not too long after, he sends out another tweet completely contradicting what he initially said, going, oh, USADA's great. Like, who slapped him on the wrist to make him send out that second tweet to kind of revoke what he was saying the first time around?
Look at his head. Look at the way it's shaped. He clearly has some trauma to his head. I mean, it looks like he's been hit over the head with a bat a couple of times.
You think Dana White was like, listen, you got to fucking say something else about that last tweet?
No. I think Dana
Someone
White
reached out.
I think he's had chosen words for Ali, but
Someone must have reached out because it's weird that Ali would put that first post out saying it's them or it's us or them, and then turn around a couple hours later and put an entirely different tweet out about how much we need USADA and all this stuff.
Yeah, he probably got backlash on Twitter and was like, holy shit, I stuck my foot in my mouth and my concaved head and let me do some damage control. It's not the first time he's done that. He's done damage control multiple times before. He said some dumb shit, this guy. But honestly, I think this guy is a lot smarter than he comes across. I really do. I believe that this man is a good businessman. And he does what he has to do to keep his face in the public spotlight. He does what he has to do to keep his fighters where they need to be. And
little weird.
He's just fucking annoying.
Some odd behavior from Ali, I gotta say.
Would you, if you were a professional athlete, a fighter, and you see what this guy can get you paid, and you see the path, his track record, and you see the guys that he represents, pretty good fighters, would you take him on as your manager?
From a business standpoint, yes, I would. From a personal standpoint, I would have a tough time saying yes, but I would probably still say yes. As much as I cannot stand the guy, and I cannot stand him, to make some money and to get to where you want to be, he's probably the best in the game.
Think about what he did for Nick Newell. You know, Nick Newell, our friend, our one-armed friend, got a chance to fight in front of Dana White. Dana wasn't giving him any chances, and Ali dragged him in to talk to Dana White. They spoke to him and made it happen. Yeah, the fight wasn't very in Nick's favor. You could tell that the UFC really didn't want a part of that, the way they matched him up with that wrestler from Alpha Male. But he still had the chance and the opportunity, and that's thanks to Ali Abdelaziz. And then you go on the other end, and Ali flat out tells his fighters who you can do interviews with and who you can't. And we heard this from Chris Wade. Mm-hmm. Chris Wade is managed by Ali Abdelaziz. We met him at Triton Fights. Really nice guy. And I said, hey, come on the show. And he flat out told me, he's like, listen, he's like, I would love to do it. He goes, my manager won't let me do it. I asked him, Ali? He says, yep. He will not let me do interviews. He just...
So fucked up.
I mean, and Chris Wade fights for... He used to fight for the UFC. He's fighting for PFL, for God's sake.
The thing is, like, I get what Ali's trying to do. He's trying to make some sort of exclusivity for his fighters and make it really feel like his fighters are better, like, too good to be reached out to. I get what he's trying to do, but he's fucking up his fighters' careers. Like, these fighters, before the UFC became as big as it is now, and it's still growing, these fighters depended on interviews from just about anybody to get their name out there. And for you to, like, handcuff them and kind of jeopardize their ability to do that, you're fucking up their career.
Well, I don't think he is. I think there's a strategy behind everything he does. I really do. I honestly think that he, no matter how controlling or what he tells his fighters what they can or can't do, I believe that he puts them in the right path. Because if you think about it, not one fighter speaks a bad word about this guy. Anyone that's covered by Ali, I mean, unless you're not part of, he's not your management team. But anyone that is represented by Ali has nothing but nice things to say. Now, there is a certain gentleman, I will not say the name, did say something negative that was helped by Ali. I will not say the name.
Do I know him?
Yes, you do. Out of respect to this fighter, I will not say it. But maybe if we have a meetup or something, I will blab. I'll sing like a fish. Wait, a fish doesn't sing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'll sing like a fish. Or a bird. Whatever works. But see me in person, I'll tell you. All right, let's move on from Ali Abdelaziz to the next story over here. Big John McCarthy, what's up with this dude?
Well, he has a few opinions about Khabib versus Tony Ferguson, and the first one is that Khabib is not going to be breaking Ferguson.
Okay.
Wow, no response, no nothing? That's a big thing. I think Khabib will break Ferguson.
I think the sexy approach to the Khabib fight is how good Tony's going to do in this fight. I think that's like the sexy look. Like, hear me out with this. I've been picking Tony from like day one.
Wow, did you hear that, New York? Tony.
I've been picking Tony. Yo, me and Tony, I've been picking Tony since day one, Jesse. Let me tell you. Me and Tony, listen, Jesse, I've been picking Tony.
I feel like I'm around your family now.
Jesse,
Tony.
let me tell you.
Tony.
Oh, no, we're frozen, Jesse. Let it go.
How do you say Jesse with your New York accent?
Why are we frozen?
Jesse.
That's some picture.
Tony.
What the fuck's going on there? Here, hold on. Have no fear.
Tony is here.
Tony is here. What did I do last time? Oh, there we go. There it is. That was really weird. I have a feeling that Tony is gonna win, Jesse. It's a sexy pick. And I've been picking Tony from like day one over Khabib. I said he's the guy. He's the kryptonite to the Khabib. Tony's gonna be the guy, Jesse. Tony's gonna be the guy. He's gonna take him out. He's got the ground game. He could do it on top too.
Why'd you roll your R?
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
This is not New York anymore.
I don't know what happened.
You know what I love about your
I don't
accents?
know. I can do whatever the fook I want. I can fucking say fook as a New Yorker. It doesn't matter, Jesse. All right?
It's like like New York and
Irish
and Russian.
Zip it. Zip it, Jesse. Tony is going to get it done. When you're from New York, you could be any race.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes
race.
I'm Russian. Sometimes I'm a
It's not
Paisan.
race, it's a dialect.
Sometimes I'm a fucking Wop, a Mick. I could be anything, Jess. Anything. You just sit there and you relax.
Do you think it's shameful being from New York that you can't fully do a New York accent?
What are you talking
Man, you better
about?
back up.
What kind of
You're gonna
stupid
go to sleep.
shit are you
Man,
talking
need to
about?
back up and you can go to
I can't.
sleep.
I have a New York accent. What kind of dumb shit is that? Drunk Savage, how you doing?
I can't feel my face. I can touch it but not feel it.
What
movie is that from? Also, Ali will hang himself after Colby Covington smashes Marty.
I can't see my face. I can't feel my face. I can touch it, but I can't feel. I don't know.
I can touch it but not feel it.
I don't know. Am I supposed to know? What is that from?
They're all saying blow.
Blow. I don't even know if I've seen that movie.
What is blow?
Sounds hot. Is that a porno? Blow. I can't remember. Well, they know in the chat. Apparently, it's blow. All right. So blow. Have I ever seen blow?
Man, you better back up or you're going to go to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
Oh, here we go.
You. Family.
Whoa.
Family. 7/777 sextillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 700
You want to just wait until that's over?
and 77,007
I'm not sure what he's trying to say, Jesse. What do you think he's trying to say? I don't know. What is he trying to say? He's trying to say L.
Ha ha titties big fat wet juicy veiny slimy big fat wet juicy veiny slimy
Now, what is he trying to say, Jesse?
Thanks for the $2.
Wonderful.
All right, let's see his blow
Money
IMDb.
well spent.
I want to see if I saw this movie. Appreciate it. All right. 2001, this came out. Who was in Blow? Johnny Depp? I think I did see this. Fuck, I don't remember.
Johnny Depp. I've seen every Johnny Depp movie.
And the guy from the Chili Peppers. Yeah, I don't know. I think I seen this. I think I did. I do not recall. All right, thank you. Thank you for shout out to that guy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think he's a kid. But I like when kids donate to us. It's very nice. It's very thoughtful. All right, let's go back into the news over here. We were talking about this, and like I said, sexy John McCarthy with the Tony.
Tony Ferguson believes he's already in Khabib Nurmagomedov's head, but is it possible for the Eagle to get inside El Kakui's head once the cage door closes on April 18th? According to former referee Big John McCarthy, no. Speaking on a recent episode of Weighing In, co-podcast host McCarthy said it will be impossible for Nurmagomedov to break Ferguson at UFC 249. He said, per the Bodylock MMA's Abhinav Kini, quote, Khabib needs to fight a specific fight to beat Tony Ferguson, and he needs to be in the mindset of, I will push myself in these positions that you say you're comfortable with, and I'm going to make you uncomfortable with what you think you're comfortable with. That's where I think Khabib needs to put this fight for him to grind out a fight against Tony, because he is not going to physically break Tony. It's not going to happen. Tony does not have that in his head. You are not going to push him past that cliff as far as exercise output in that he gets exhausted. That's not going to happen. And you are mentally not going to break him. Khabib can talk to Tony all he wants and just realize that every word you say will be two words coming back in the opposite from Tony talking back to you. So don't get into this whole thing of, I want to mentally break. You're not going to do that. There are those guys, but this guy just does not break. McCarthy, who ended his career as a referee to embark on a commentating gig with Bellator, went on to state that Khabib needs to incorporate a very specific game plan against Ferguson and advised the undefeated UFC lightweight champion to remain very disciplined on the ground. He said, quote, if he is in guard, he needs to be careful of keeping his head in that sternum. Everything is depending upon your position, but if you're going against the cage in the stand-up clinch, don't stick your head to the left or right. I want your head center line into his chin up. Don't give him that side to side. Khabib versus Ferguson is scheduled to take place next year, April 18th at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York.
All right. So, all things line up. Knock on wood. Hopefully that happens. You know, we want that fight to happen in the worst way. That thing has been cursed since day one. And here we are, April, right around the corner. Well, not really.
It will happen.
I hope it does. God, I hope it happens. Now, what do you think about people, and there's Jessie with her hat, what do you think? I mean, you know, a lot of people, either the Khabib haters or, you know, the people that are on the Tony train now, and they just think that he is the key to Khabib's demise. What do you think?
I don't. I think Tony's going to put up a hell of a fight. He'll probably be the most difficult fight for Khabib thus far, but he certainly will not overcome Khabib.
Okay. And, you know, you have to be in the majority, because I'm curious when we put a poll up what people think. But
I think a lot of people are going to think Tony is going to destroy Khabib.
No, I think it's going to be favored in Khabib.
Should I put a poll up right now?
You can, sure.
I got you.
I do believe that people are still going to be heavy on the Khabib side, and rightfully so. I mean, the guy is undefeated.
I don't think so.
The guy, when he gets on top of you, it doesn't matter who you are, he's very dominant. I picked Tony because I'm sticking to my guns.
Everyone wants this fight because they think Tony's going to be the kryptonite to Khabib.
He could be. He could very well be, and I'm going to pick him. But I'm nervous. And the reason why I'm nervous is when you fight a man that is undefeated and as dominant as Khabib is, I can't be like, oh, this is a lock, this is money. It's going to be a difficult war, and that's why we watch this thing. The 28-0 Khabib Nurmagomedov, and then you have Tony Ferguson on a crazy-ass win streak. And Tony don't beat bums. You know, Tony's been in the cage for a lot of badass people, and look at all the green. Look at all this green. The last loss was to Michael Johnson way back when, 2012. And who would have thought Michael Johnson? But he has changed a lot ever since. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fight win streak. It's impressive. One thing to look out for, he is 35 years old. He's not getting any younger, but he's in great shape now. He's been showing pictures on IG. The dude is he's in great shape. Hopefully his head is together.
Posted.
Tony Ferguson. Let's see if we can find that picture. Here's his IG. There was a picture where he was...
Ferguson.
I don't know where the fuck it is. This guy posts so much. All right, so it's on the community section?
Yes, sorry.
All right, let's see.
Moss, I love doing this with you.
It's fun. It's the best.
My best friend.
Get to hang out with the best community. 1 vote, Jesse. Is that you?
No.
All right, don't lie.
It's not.
Okay, good. So one person says that the Eagle... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, will Tony beat Khabib's kryptonite? Okay. I thought you just going to put Tony or Khabib.
Nah, gotta make it interesting.
You threw me off.
Gotta make it fun and interesting.
You made me have to read. Okay, let's see what they say. El Kukui isn't winning this one. All right, we'll keep an eye on this and go over to the community section, get your votes in, because I'm actually curious to see. You know, right now at this stage of the game, will a lot of people be jumping on the Tony train? And if they are saying that Khabib's going to take the L from Tony Ferguson.
People are Team Tony.
Well, we'll see. It's only 16 votes in.
So far, people are Team Tony.
I'll be very surprised. I'll be very, very surprised if people are picking Tony over Khabib. But we'll see. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Before we get back into the news, JPH, we have some sponsor information that we have to give to the peoples. So let's do it right now. The greatest sponsors in the whole world. And the first one to talk about is BetDSI.
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't bet on MMA and UFC. BetDSI offers online wagering and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, and get up to 100% bonus match as well as $25 as a welcome bonus today. BetDSI also offers betting options for everything, including NFL, NCAA football, NBA, NHL, UFC, and all their major sports, politics, reality TV, esports, virtually everything. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDSI if you want to add some exciting fights or any of the sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDSI with the link in the description below using promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, and get a limited time 100% bonus offer, as well as $25 as a welcome bonus to make some extra cash on sports you know and love. It's only a game until you bet it at BetDSI.
Yeah, baby, BetDSI. Get your bets in. Big underdog this weekend. Surprising, well, not huge, but Ruiz is the underdog with Joshua. If you want to place a bet, Ruiz is the underdog. He knocked him out. Go get it in. Make it happen.
Do you own a business? I'm sorry. Do you put your body to... Should I start over?
Do you own a what? A business?
Wrong ad.
Do you own a business and feel like shit? Well, we have the answer for you.
Do you put your body to the test day in and day out? Do your muscles feel so stressed and fatigued that it hurts just to get out of bed in the morning? Whether you're a rigorous athlete or a hard worker, you want to buy a massage gun that provides the best therapy in the market. Theragun provides an all-in-one massage and recovery tool. Theragun helps you release muscle tension, soreness, and recover faster. Use the link in the description below, theragun.com/holes, and start using a deep muscle massage treatment unlike anything you've ever felt.
What is it? Holes is the
Holes.
That's the promo code, right? Holes.
Holes.
And you get what?
H-O-L-E-S. And get 2 free attachments for a $40 saving. Again, head over to theragun.com/holes with the link in the description and start feeling better, moving better, and recovering faster with tension and soreness relief.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. Theragun, feel better. Use it twice today, once again, minimum 2 times a day. I put that thing on my body.
Do you own a business, event, or organization and are looking for the most efficient tools in marketing and advertising? Sticker Mule offers easy online ordering with a 4-day turnaround and free online proofs with free shipping. Use the link to Sticker Mule in the description below and get incredible promotional materials such as durable and waterproof vinyl stickers, coasters, magnets, customized tape, labels, bumper stickers, and more. Sticker Mule offers full color printing at the highest quality that you deserve.
Yeah.
Free shipping, free online proofs, fast production, satisfaction guaranteed. We use Sticker Mule for all of our marketing needs, and we've never been happier with the products we receive. Visit Sticker Mule with the link in the description today.
All right, Sticker Mule is wonderful, wonderful. And last but not least, I need some relaxation, Jesse.
Timeless CBD sees a gap in the industry between quality and affordability. This is a CBD company that strives to make top-notch products at prices people can afford. All of Timeless CBD's products are carefully handmade at their facility. Each and every batch is third-party tested. Visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description and get your hands on only the best CBD products, such as full-spectrum oils, gummies, pain salves, freezes, BCAAs, and more. Use promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, for up to 20% off of your entire order. We use Timeless CBD on a daily, and we haven't felt this good in years. We recommend Timeless CBD to anyone seeking treatment for numerous conditions. Once again, visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description below and use promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, and get up to 20% off of your entire purchase.
Yeah, baby. Timeless CBD.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Fucked up, Moss.
Wonderful. That's all right.
Fucked up.
This I don't know what's going on, but the OBS has been glitching.
Uh-oh, what happened?
It's glitching out.
Are we dying?
No, it's just acting weird. It might be the Christmas lights in the background. So I have Timeless in my coffee once again. And thank you. No jitters.
Can I taste?
It's scuzz at the bottom.
Ew. That's backwash
some
coffee.
Some left. I'll tell you.
Ugh.
Still hot in my BetDSI thermal mug.
Wonderful.
And if you have a company, if you have a product that you want us to try on air, check us out. Go over to the MMA-Holes.com and we can check your products out live on the show. You can go to the contact section of the website and say, hey, try my shit out. Contact us. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right.
Fortnite.
Fortnite?
I don't know. I heard that too. Did you hear that?
What are you talking about, Fortnite?
I don't know. I'm not talking about it. I heard it.
What is this? Do you see this? So every time I go back to this screen.
That looks like the Wheel of Fortune.
No, it's... What is going on? OBS is zonked out.
It's conking out, Moss. Conking out.
Why do you got to correct everything I say? What is that about? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Check this guy's head out. Look at this. Bad Bunch dropped something on the MMAHoles.com. There's Ali Abdelaziz's weird shaped head. What is that? Remember? You're too young for that. But Alien Nation was. It looks like a fucking Looks like a dick.
Yeah, he does have a weird shaped head.
He looks like Alien Nation or some shit. Do you think he's an alien? Like, all joking is maybe
No,
a legal alien?
When a baby comes out, isn't the doctor supposed to shape the head?
Yeah, they're like, let's shape his head like a cock. I wish I could show a penis right now. Should I show my penis?
It looks like the baby came out.
Wonderful.
And the doctor was probably holding him like this, so they're the 2 finger lines. And the doctor forgot to shape his head. So the 2 finger lines got indented into Ali's head for the rest of his life.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can show something here.
Super chat.
You got a super chat. Super insane. Dropping a deuce.
Remember Mus said no Tony fight? Lol, you mutt.
Remember I said no Tony fight. You mutt. Whoa, Jesus. That's rude. No Tony fight. What, that it wasn't going to happen? I say a lot of things. But what was he saying?
Yeah, I think he's referring to that.
So are you... Wait, hold on a second. Oh, my God. By the way, and thank you for the donation. Remember this name, Supra Insane.
Wait, who's the donator?
I don't know. I said remember this name. What the fuck? Let me just have a
I just don't want you to shit on him because
No,
he's
I'm
so
not.
nice.
At 10:13, hold on. Supra Insane, and I do appreciate that donation. Insane. At 10:13 p.m. Okay. p.m. And what's today's date?
December 4th.
December 4th.
2019.
2019. Okay. He was gloating about the Tony Ferguson fight that's happening in April. Remember this, because if this fight falls through, I want you all to find Super Insane and say, you fucked everything up.
Because he called Moss a mutt. He did say it was a friendly mutt call out.
No, I appreciate that. But what I'm saying is this. You just jinxed the fight.
No, he didn't.
He just jinxed the fight. This one guy.
I knocked on wood for you, don't
just
worry.
Fucking, he jinxed the fight.
Super
I'm going to put this on the wall. And if it falls through, it's your fault.
Boys, don't forget though.
I know. But you have just jinxed. Here's the thing. If you're a superstitious person, think about this. Oh, my heart drop. You can make fun of me all you want. That's fine. But all I'm thinking is, holy shit, he just gloated about a fight that's going to happen in April. That this is the 5th time they try to get this thing to go. How you spell gloat? Gloat about Tony Khabib. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the wall. Now, and I'm gonna knock on wood, and hopefully you have not cursed this.
He didn't curse it.
Oh my God.
You didn't
How
curse
are we gonna
it.
reverse this?
Supra, you did not curse it.
Oh my God. What are we gonna do?
Super chat.
Super chat. Drunk Savage.
Reefer on the fringe is bored. Do something funny.
Well, that's too bad. Suggest you go find something else to do, though. Because we're doing our job. Your job is to enjoy it.
Okay. Oh man.
All right, there mouse goes. Puts the...
Oh God, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
He's nervous.
If that fight falls through, Super Insane, what are we going to do? How are you going to fix this?
Super chat.
It is on the wall. Super Insane coming in with the 2.
You obviously don't believe. Come on, brew.
Well, all right. How many times did they try to make this fight happen? 4? And this is the 5th? This is the 5th time. Does it make sense now?
No, it's going to happen. Don't worry.
Listen, I have every right to be skeptical. You have 2 guys that have pulled out of fights for ridiculous reasons. I pray that this fight happens. And I pray that you are right and you can gloat away. But if it does fall through, it is your fault. You have just cursed Tony versus Khabib. Shame. Shame.
Seriously, what would be a reaction if
Penis
something...
cartoon images. Hold on a second. He interrupted me. Go ahead, Jesse.
Why are you looking at penis cartoons?
I'll show you in a second. Hold on a second.
What would you do if it doesn't happen for the 5th time?
Oh, I'd be terrified.
Terrified.
I'd be terrified.
Horrified?
I'd be horrified. I'd be horrified.
If it doesn't happen for the 5th time and they try to put it together for a 6th time, what would go through your head?
Oh. No, well, 6th time, I think we stopped then, right? When do we stop?
They didn't stop at 5 or 4.
Super insane.
Khabib has no one else to fight, he knows.
Well, I mean, you have options. There are options out there. You know, he can shit. He can drag GSP out of retirement. He can fight for a dumb BMF bullshit. He might get coerced in going up to 170. When you look at 155, Tony is the only guy.
Up.
Like, he is the guy. Or he could take a payday. If Conor beats Cowboy, he could take another payday and try to beat up Conor again. You know?
That's probably what would happen.
There are options, but they suck. So here's Ali Abdelaziz. And thank you, Super Insane, for the donation. Here he is. Ali Abdelaziz. Now, people might be asking, Chris, why were you looking up pictures of cartoon penises? Because I can't really show a real penis. So, I'm going to put this guy on the screen. Oh, shit. I fucked up. This is taking a little bit longer than I wanted to, Jesse.
The time you put into this.
Yeah, okay. So, what the fuck just happened? Where'd it go? There it is. There he is. There's no difference. Right? Is this the same person? What the fuck? I mean, it's virtually identical. If you put sunglasses on him, it's the same fucking person.
Yeah.
He's got a dick for a head. What is that? The screenshot it and send to Ali. Or you want to get a little closer? All right, here's the top of it. Okay. This is what I do for this community. Okay. Right? I mean, he has one extra bump in the middle, though.
Yeah, the penis has one bump down the middle.
Yeah.
Ali has 2 bumps
But
down the side.
I see penis. I don't know why.
So stupid.
I don't know what's going on here. But if you listen on Podbean and iTunes, just go over to our YouTube channel. There's Ali Abdelaziz. And shout out to, who put this over here? Who dropped this on the email?
Bad Bunch.
Bad Bunch. Thank you, Bad Bunch. Wow. That's content. I mean, I don't understand. People like, oh, the fucking MMA-Holes are a bunch of assholes or idiots. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're children over there.
Well, right about all of that.
They're correct. They're not wrong. I don't know what they're complaining about. Because they're completely right. All right, what else is in the news, JVH?
All right. Jorge Masvidal joins, get this, Moss.
The Al-Qaeda?
Imagine Jorge Masvidal's voice and Jorge Masvidal's thick Hispanic accent.
Why'd you emphasize thick?
Thick Hispanic accent. Calling.
Thick Hispanic accent?
Ringside.
What do you mean? He doesn't have a thick Hispanic accent.
Well, it's there. You
What
can
are
hear
you
it.
talking about?
You can definitely hear it.
He talks normal.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he
you
does.
can hear his accent.
He's like a chameleon. He can talk ghetto, and then when he drops the Latino, you know, he can get the Hispanic, you know, he can add that little
But anyways,
zest.
imagine how you hear him talk in your ear as colored commentary play-by-play.
Colored?
I said color.
Hey, Meng. It's me, Jorge Masvidal, Meng. I don't understand why you don't hear me. Spanish accent. I have heavy accent. Jesse's right.
All right, as color commentator
Sí, Meng.
for Combate Americas, Tito versus Alberto.
Oh, yeah, see. I will be commentating on the Combate America. It would be a fantastic. Hope people understand how I speak. Oh, see. Meng, you see. Oh, is that Paisano? Excuse me. Meng.
All right, so what is he going to be doing?
Color commentator for Combate Americas. For
I will be colored commentator, see.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay. So he's going to be the color commentator for Combate America?
Yep.
Is that going to make people buy the pay-per-views? Is that the angle?
Probably not. I think it's just so they can get another name as part of the event.
Where is he? Where'd he go? There he is. Jorge Masvidal, the color commentator for Combate. Now, let me know in the chat, is that going to make you pay the $29.99 for Fight TV to watch that?
Come on, man. Why is my mouth so big? Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. See, I'm going to be doing the play-by-play. No, color commentator.
Jorge Masvidal. I'm glad he's getting paid. You know? Now he's trotting around. He's the BMF champion. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Now he's color comments. Good for him. I'm not going to watch. I don't give a shit. Does that make you want to watch it anymore?
No. Well, I kind of do want to hear him do the play. Like, I kind of want to hear his ringside announcing just to see how he sounds. But, yeah, I guess.
It sounds a little something like this, man. Oh, shit. That must hurt. Odd elbows and hammer fists. Old men in cage. Combate America. Saturday night. Let me cut the promo for you, man.
You think? Oh, fuck. You're right. I'm wrong. He does have a pretty thick accent. I sit corrected.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, what else we got? Oof. Fuck, look at Aldo. Damn.
Jose Aldo says that his loss to Alexander Volkanovski hurt a lot more than his loss to Conor McGregor. When asked a few questions during a media thing that they did, Aldo was asked, I would like you to talk about the weight class change, going down 10 pounds. How was the diet? He said the process is still going on. We're entering the final stage now. The weight cut is going smooth. And then another question was asked, you're fighting a Brazilian now, Marlon, an athlete you've known for a long time. He said, exactly. We've trained together. He trained here in the gym, going to the United States, but everyone defends its own side. And then, let me find it. There's a lot of questions here. I just got to find the question.
What? What's wrong?
Do you think about going back to featherweight or challenging McGregor, Khabib? Jose said, neither one of them. I don't. Khabib is a great athlete and a great champion who deserves to be there, dominant in the lightweight division. McGregor, I don't even know if he can still fight. Someone I would really like to fight against is Max Holloway, who beat me twice. I never saw myself losing twice to someone. I dream about fighting him again one day at featherweight.
I don't mind Conor rematch with Aldo, like at 155, but now he's going to 135.
He wants a rematch with Holloway.
Yeah, but I don't mind the Conor rematch. Now the Holloway I do mind.
Because he beat him twice.
Yeah, you took 2 L's and not so much. And it would be a kind of cool story if Aldo went up to 155, he fights Conor, tries to get redemption, and who knows, maybe he could. Of course I would go with Conor. But that would be some story if he pulled out the victory over a Conor McGregor that we don't even know what kind of form he's going to be in when he comes back. It'd be an interesting story. But Holloway? Really? Do you care about that?
Nah.
Oh, look at this.
Gaylord.
What the hell is this? This is oh my God.
Is this him trying to make 135?
Fucking A. He looks sick. I mean, are we surprised? He had trouble making 145. My God. What in the holy hell? This is a very Gaylord looking picture though.
Gaylord.
Oh my God. This
yeah,
man
he
looks
does not look healthy.
Oh, it looks like they're holding him up. Like they're all trying to look tough, but they're really holding him up because he has AIDS. You think Aldo purposely got AIDS so he can make 135? Started. You think that's what he did?
I mean, he certainly doesn't look healthy. Oh, man. And this is before he even weighs in for a fight.
He's like, I have an idea. I'm going to get some AIDS. This way I can make 135 and be a 135-pound champion. I held the 145-pound belt. It was like the GOAT at 145 at one point. Let me get some of that AIDS.
That's crazy. He's so tiny.
Yeah. Well, all right. What else we got?
According to MMA Junkie, what?
Joe Rogan was going off on Colby Covington's cheap ass suit and his shtick. He was praising him for it, but he was going on and on about, this cheap suit that he rolls around in. What do you think about that suit?
I mean, he's definitely trying to pull off a Conor McGregor effect, but maybe he thinks people don't realize it's cheap.
Yeah, well, he started off with the Conor McGregor thing, but ran with his own thing. He is WWE to a T. Rocking the character, the MAGA thing. Everyone says that he's completely different behind closed doors. They also said the same thing about Conor, but Conor, there was some, his trash talk was something, that was from within. I'm sure in his personal life you can get some trash talk going. With Colby Covington, I bet he's a nice dude. And by the way, I don't buy the shtick with him and Masvidal. I think that is number one bullshit.
This is number one bullshit.
I don't know. I think there's a little animosity there.
Nope, I do not buy it. I think that these two are like, all right, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to talk a hell of a lot of shit. We're going to beat the shit out of each other so we could lobby for a fight, make some money together, and then laugh our way to the bank when we're done. I really do believe that that's what they're doing. I don't believe it at all. Now,
I believe it.
The Dustin Poirier thing threw me for a little bit of a loop because he seems like he's genuinely upset with Colby. But I bet Masvidal and Covington, if they do tango, I think Colby wins, to be honest. But if they do tango, that they'll be laughing their way to the bank afterwards. That's my prediction. But let's get into this story.
Glenn Robinson's daughters took to Colby Covington saying, "Don't use our father's death to promote UFC 245," according to MMA Junkie. Now, are you familiar with what happened with Covington's comments about Glenn Robinson?
No, I'm not.
All right, I'll update you. Colby Covington has built a reputation based on, or as much on trash talk as his fighting abilities, but one family believes he's crossed well past the line of decency.
Who's Glenn Robinson?
The founder of the Black Zillions.
Oh, I don't even know who is that the fat guy? Or which one is he?
He passed just recently.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Who's Glenn? Is he the fat guy? Hold on a second. Why do you keep taking your pants off? What is going on? All right, hold on.
Comfortable.
I don't know who this guy. And maybe I got to see a picture. What? He's dead? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
This dude's dead?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
A little while ago.
How little of a...
Well, let me tell you.
What the fuck? This guy was... I remember him from The Ultimate Fighter.
In September last year.
I mean, he never looked like he was in good shape.
September last year.
September... What do I live under a rock? Is that why the Black Zillions fell apart?
Well, let me talk about it.
Holy shit.
The surviving daughters of Black Zillions founder Glenn Robinson, who died in September 2018, believe Covington went too far in trying to promote next week's UFC 245 clash with welterweight champ Kamaru Usman, who trained with the Black Zillions for much of his career. At a November press conference in New York, Covington accused Usman of playing a role in Robinson's death, saying that he gave Glenn a heart attack from all those years he was ducking him. It's a line Covington has used before, but this time he punctuated it with an even more audacious statement claiming that Robinson would be watching from hell on December 14th.
I must live under a rock. How the hell did I... Did we report this story?
Yeah, most likely did.
I do not remember that.
Robinson's daughters, who requested their names be withheld, reached out to MMA Junkie to offer a public reply. While admitting they didn't necessarily want to take part in Covington's promotional strategy, Robinson's daughters said they felt compelled to speak out on behalf of their father. This is what their daughters said. It saddens us to even have to make a statement regarding a previous distasteful comment Colby Covington made against suggesting our late father, Glenn Robinson, will be watching his upcoming fight from hell. However, after careful thought and consideration on behalf of our family, we feel it is necessary to defend our father's name.
Oh my God. Now, all right, before you keep going with this, Glenn Robertson seemed like a complete... He seemed like an asshole on The Ultimate Fighter. I didn't get any... let's see. This is like once... It's like once a show. Oh, fuck. All right, we're back. Hopefully this is... we're back in business. I think his ghost came. I think the ghost came and shut us down. The ghost. All right, let's get back into the story. We're all over the place here.
The daughters continued on to say the death of our father is still very raw. Our family is still grieving from his loss, so imagine the hurt we felt to hear such hateful words recklessly said about our father. We understand the excitement of building up hype before a fight, but we are sure Colby Covington can get pressed for his upcoming fight on his own merit without spewing hateful words towards our father, the founder of the Black Zillions. In fact, our father was the exact opposite of a hateful person. He gave countless opportunities to many people, both personally and professionally. He consistently put everyone else's best interest before his own. Our father died too young, but we can proudly say he accomplished more during his short life than many others do in a full lifetime. Lastly, we did not want to make this statement or to breathe more life into someone that truly has no relevance in our lives, but we will always defend our father, his reputation, and his name, the one we share proudly.
All right. Well, that's interesting. Listen, of course his family's going to be upset. I mean, that's not like, by the way, it's not our internet. It's the freaking, our system is jammed up. I don't know what's going on here. You notice like there's a lot of things jammed up. Every time we switch the screen, it goes into a weird section. But it's our OBS software. We might have to leave OBS. So this guy died. I just found that out apparently last year. And Colby Covington talking shit. So do you think he crossed the line, Jess? What do you think?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I mean, that is pretty harsh. What were the exact words again? I agree that
there's shit talk when it comes to fights, but to use someone's name in vain is a little much, you know?
What are the exact words? Let me dissect this.
He said that Robinson will be watching the fight from hell.
He'll be watching the fight from hell.
And he said something else about Usman.
Oh, it says it's out again. What the fuck? What is going on?
Try once more, Moss.
They don't like the story.
Stop, start.
No, we're streaming.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. We're live. Hold on a second. Let me check.
Yep, we are.
Yeah, we're live. We're live. I don't know. That's a buffer thing going on. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, we're live. See? There we go. Inception. That's so annoying. I don't understand why the streams keep doing this. YouTube is, between YouTube and this computer, maybe the computer is getting all fucked up. Maybe, I don't know. This computer has been around for like 2.5 years. Through some heavy lifting over here, so I don't know. YouTube diverts servers towards ads. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What do you think the deal is? And why is that? Why does the camera keep going out? What the fuck's going on? All right, what were the exact words of Colby? This sucks.
He said Robinson will be watching the fight from hell. And then he said something else about Usman, like stealing, or like something about Usman and Robinson. But basically him saying that he'll be watching from hell is what struck the daughters.
You know, so Usman, was a Black Zillion and all that thing, and I'm sure he was close to this man. And what is Colby Covington doing? He is going below the belt. He is really trying to get under Usman's skin, and he is trying to rattle him before this fight goes down. And is it nice to say those things? No. It is not nice. It's terrible to say things about dead people, right? You can't fuck around about that. But he's doing work. He's got a job to do in next Saturday. And if he successfully gets under Usman's skin, he will beat him. And that is his key to victory. When you have a fighter that's almost identical to you in your fighting style, you got to do everything you can to win this fight. If Marty comes in there, who I am picking still, Usman, if he does go into this situation hot-headed and blows his load in the first round, the king of cringe and the king of cardio will murk him. He will get in his head and withstand the storm of the first 2 rounds. A 5-round fight, it's got to be in favor of Colby Covington. So it's not stupid what he's doing. Is it right? Is it morally right? No.
It's pretty fucked up.
And
it
is
makes
not.
A lot of people lose respect for him.
Is this
if
on
they had any for him originally?
All right, so this is now we're creeping into Conor level. Colby has gone to levels where he's gone below the belt.
Conor's never mentioned someone's dead relative.
No.
Watching from hell.
But Conor did say that the whole blue lips and he's going to kill him. And I mean, fighters have said they're going to kill him.
Yeah, that's not even close.
So Colby might have went further.
He went way further.
Damn.
My father.
It's interesting.
Like I don't even know how I would. I have no idea how I would react. You know.
Matt Hughes didn't give a shit when Colby went after Matt. I mean, Matt Hughes is still alive, but that was a serious thing. Matt Hughes is like, who gives a shit? You know? I'm just going to go beat up my wife some more. That's what Matt said, right? But Colby going after this dude, the Blackzilian guy that passed. I don't know. Is that too far? I mean,
it's a bit far.
It's fucked up. Let's see. Let's see what the chat says about this. I need to know your thoughts. Help us out here. What do you think about this situation?
It's going to be boring, but I hope someone gets slammed or suplexed. Murmur. It's total WWE shit. Colby got into JBH's head. I'm going to hit my wife for that, Colby.
What? Is it really WWE, though? I mean, I don't watch enough WWE to know if that is. But, Jesse, do you think talking about a dead man...
No, I think it's such an
WWE.
Christopher, quit rationalizing. FOAP. He looked like fat bastard getting my belly. It's definitely dishonorable. Sticks and stones.
I understand the tactic, though. I really do. I understand the tactic. Is it right? No, it isn't. But if it works, it's kind of genius. But is it like selling your soul? Going to this level, joking about a guy that's not on this earth anymore? Is it to the point? I mean, I know I'm going to be in the minority about this, but it is wrong. I agree it is wrong, but I kind of see what he's doing. And I don't even like Colby Covington. I don't know. I don't understand why I'm defending him, but I kind of see what he's doing here. All right, Jesse, let's get your final thoughts on that.
Well, that was my final thoughts.
So does that make you just say, all right, this is fucked up. I'm not going to root for this guy?
No, I never really rooted for him anyways. It's not gonna sway me one way or the other.
If you like Colby Covington, if you were a fan of Colby Covington, say this was Khabib.
I would be like, that's fucked up, man.
Would you still root for him?
I would lose a little respect, but if I thought he was gonna win a fight, I would say he would win.
But would you still be a fan of Colby Covington? Say if this was Khabib.
It's hard to put myself in that position when I'm not really a fan.
Yeah, I don't want to be hypocritical here. And this is why I don't think it's really a big deal. I mean, listen, they're words. People say stupid shit. Get over it. It's a fucking word. He didn't dig up this guy and fucking fling him around. Like, it's words. And I understand that if the family's upset, but it's words. Jesus Christ. Move on. Look who's saying it. Take a peek at the guy that's saying this. Are you going to take this man seriously? This guy walks around with a triggered book from Donald Trump Jr. and a MAGA hat that's signed and a cheap-ass suit. Are you really going to take this man serious? Look at this guy. Do you take this man seriously? Fucking A. What's going on? All right. That's my 2 cents. And if you disagree, I don't care. You can lick my balls, Jesse. Lick them.
Lick my balls.
Been there, done that, Moss.
Oh!
Wonderful.
All right, next story. Hey, look at this bloody face.
Yeah, Paul Felder inks a new multi-fight deal with the UFC ahead of a showdown with Dan Hooker. Lightweight contender Paul Felder has inked a new multi-fight deal with the UFC ahead of his upcoming event showdown against Dan Hooker in Auckland, New Zealand on February 22nd. Felder's manager, Brian Butler of Sucker Punch Entertainment, confirmed the news to MMA Fighting on Monday. While details surrounding the deal were not revealed, Butler says that the new contract came along with a bout agreement to face Hooker in February, and the veteran lightweight was very happy with the terms.
Good for him.
With 5 consecutive wins at lightweight, Felder has quickly become one of the top fighters in arguably the UFC's deepest division at 155 pounds. The Irish Dragon most recently avenged a prior defeat to Edson Barboza in his last appearance at UFC 242 in September, which marked his 2nd win in a row overall after he made a brief stop at welterweight for a fight against Mike Perry in 2018. In addition to his work inside of the octagon, Felder also became a mainstay on UFC programming as a color commentator, working numerous pay-per-view cards as well as broadcasts on ESPN. The 35-year-old Philadelphia native is 9-4 overall in the UFC, and he'll look for a win number 10 when he travels into enemy territory in February for the clash with Hooker in New Zealand.
Paul Felder. Good for him getting paid. Do you think he got the new deal because he paints houses?
Yes.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Right.
Absolutely.
He should have played the young De Niro in The Irishman. Paul Felder, you know?
What?
The Irish Dragon. He should have done it. You know, I'm hearing a lot of people agreeing with me, Jesse, that they were thrown off by the fact of the CGI of young Robert De Niro in that movie. It kind of threw you for a loop. What do you think about that?
I think it was fine. You guys are just being too nitpicky. The movie was great. The actors were great. The way it was put together was great. Yeah, stop focusing on the little thing. Like, it's so minute. It's so unnecessary to be looking at the wrinkles in his face to determine his age.
It's not that.
The idea was there. The story was there.
Jesse,
you don't need to pick it apart based on how he looked.
The guy was supposed to be in his 30s. All right, we're not ruining anything.
He was clearly younger.
And he's supposed to be in his 30s. He looked like he was fucking in his 70s.
He was clearly younger than his original character's age.
What about when he dragged the guy outside of the... And I said this to you while we were watching it live. He drags this guy out of... this is De Niro's character, and this doesn't ruin anything. He drags the guy out of a store for something that he did. He throws him on the floor and starts kicking him. He looked like he was 800 years old. And he's like...
He did look like that. But in fairness...
He's supposed to be beating this guy up.
That scene was put together very poorly because the angle of the camera, you could tell it was a fake kick. He did not look like that.
I was like, what the fuck? And everyone's is praising this movie.
I loved it.
Listen.
The movie was great.
Listen.
The
Al
story
Pacino was a home run. Fantastic.
So was De Niro.
Was very good. Pesci was good. They were all good. Even that Sebastian Monagut, that guy, the comedian, he was good too. The acting was good. But the distraction of the de-aging process and then the 3.5 hours... What the fuck?
Oh, I loved it. I was engrossed every minute during that movie.
And I'm like, there's no way this is happening. The guy could just get back up and be like, what are you doing? You're not beating me up.
Stop it.
Anyway, I don't know.
Tear Apart is such a good movie. And it's a great story, too.
Listen.
And you just rip it apart.
Anyway, good for Paul Felder.
You should be ashamed of yourself. It's about Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, listen, it's got its moments. It has its moments, but I'm being real here. And I think that Scorsese is a brilliant man. Even though he's like 700 years old, the guy still got it. And De Niro is great, and Pacino is great, and all that stuff is great. I'm not saying that wasn't great, but the de-aging ruins the movie. Put a younger guy in there. What are we doing? Come on! I was complaining while we were watching the movie. I'm like, what is it?
The movie was great.
And Pesci's calling him kid, and I'm like,
that's because Pesci's character is older than De Niro's character.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I don't know who the hell they were trying to fool. And then they're like state-of-the-art technology with their... what? All right, I don't know. I'm sorry I got sidetracked.
Tito Ortiz had to step away from managing Chris Cyborg. Did you know that?
No, he did. But this is why. This story is why. Yeah, he did it a while back.
Yes, sir. According to Bloody Elbow, while doing the media rounds ahead of his fight against Alberto El Patron this weekend for Combate Americas inaugural pay-per-view, former UFC champ Tito Ortiz continues to unveil new nuggets of life in the fight game and his lengthy career. But a recent piece of news was somewhat unexpected. In an interview with James Lynch at The Score, Ortiz addressed the situation with former Strikeforce and UFC champ Chris Cyborg and their unfortunate falling out. Tito revealed that isn't involved with Cyborg's management anymore. He went even further to definitively state the cause of the rift was largely due to her significant other, Ray Elb.
So it's her boyfriend?
Yes.
Or a fiance or whatever?
While not the most erudite man in MMA, Ortiz was very diplomatic in his phrasing about his account of what happened, citing that he didn't want Jairzinho to make some of the same errors that plagued his relationship with UFC management, drawing on his own experiences and lessons. He said, quote, I have worked with Chris Cyborg since before the Amanda fight. Her boyfriend, I guess you can say manager also, made some bad decisions for her, and I kind of had to step away. I made a lot of mistakes with the UFC, and I tried to keep her from doing the same mistakes. She's a big girl, and she can make her own decisions, but she was making the wrong decisions. Or I could say her boyfriend was making the wrong decisions for her. But that was just my opinion, and I wish all the luck to her. I tried to give as much as I possibly could to her, but she was willing to listen to someone else who hasn't been in the same shoes that I have been in. I guess everyone learns from their mistakes, and hopefully she'll learn from the mistakes that she's made and make a positive reinforcement for the future of her. From Tito's statements, it seems like a split may not have been acrimonious, at least as far as him and Chris are concerned. Given his phrasing, he genuinely appears to hope for the best in Justino's future, but it's clear that he had enough of butting heads with Elb. As most of you remember, Cyborg was knocked out in spectacular upset by current dual champ Amanda Nunes last December and went on to win a unanimous decision against Felicia Spencer this past July. She was then unceremoniously released from the UFC after some regrettable misadventures in social media, but found a new home, old boss Scott Coker over at Bellator. Cyborg is now slated to immediately fight for the featherweight title against Canada's Julia Budd at Bellator LA on January 25th. No word on whether or not Ortiz will be present to cheer on his former protege.
It's funny because I don't want to take either side in this story, but I got to say this, and congratulations to Cyborg for getting the contract with Bellator, and she got paid a nice chunk of change for going over to fight for Bellator. Isn't she like the highest paid Bellator fighter or some shit?
I would think so.
She did all right. So she got paid for that. But here's the deal. If she had the right people around her, she would still be in the UFC. She might even still be like unstoppable in the UFC. I feel that she had the wrong people around her. It got out of control. Stupid shit was happening. And see you later. Sayonara. Goodbye, Chris Cyborg. And that sucks. Because as much as I will watch her fight in Bellator, I would rather see her finish her career as a UFC star. She was so much fun to watch, and now we got to see her beat up cans in Bellator. It's number one bullshit.
This is number one bullshit.
What do you think about these two, Jesse?
This is a little relevant real quick, but when I heard you say here's the deal like that, when you're like, here's the deal, it reminded me of an old donation I had on my channel a long time ago. Okay. And it started off with, here's the deal. I am Mystic Moss. Yeah. And then you fuck the chair. Okay. And it just made me fall in love with you all over again. Just now.
That's adorable.
Thanks.
Oh, I just realized, Jesse.
Yeah.
I just figured it out. That is very adorable. This is why the screen's doing this. I figured it out. It's fixed. It only took me 2 hours to figure it out. So do you have anything to say about this?
Yeah, no. I already read this story and okay. I didn't really make it a previous opinion on it, so
sometimes I don't even know how people watch us.
Wonderful.
It's okay to not have an opinion on something.
I'm kidding. I'm just joking. It is what it is.
I do have to pee though, real quick.
I got to pee too. You want to pee together? You want to cross the streams? All right, you go first. I was thinking about that as you were talking about the Cyborg situation. I'm like, I got to pee. I got to urinate. By the way, what's going on here? 89 likes. This is retarded. We put lights up for you guys. You can't at least get us to 100 likes, 134 people hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
This is number one bullshit over here. Let's go. Like the shit out of this video. I mean, we're having a fun night. We're hanging out. So these 3 fights this Saturday night, we'll be reacting to 2 of them. Ruiz Joshua 2 will be early in the day Saturday. We'll shut it down, come back with the beautiful fight night, Overeem versus Rozenstruik. And I like it. I like that fight night card. So let me know in the chat with a Uno if you will be hanging with the boys on Saturday.
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The likes are coming in. We're about to beat up the ceiling. I'll cross the stream. Oh, man, I got a lot of movie talk. Maybe we should go live on Not the MMA-Holes one of these days. The new James Bond movie, crazy stuff. The new Ghostbuster movie coming out. I didn't even know the James Bond guy's coming back. So here we go. RKJE is going to be hanging. Social hanging. Bahi, Scott, Zoltan. It's McCobbs is hanging. Richard Solomon. Oh, yeah, baby. Bradley, Real Gamer, Zed will be with us. King of the Dead. NH will be hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Mike Sosa, Boss Koger, Sean Hart with the pumpage. The A-side, Drunk Savage, Shannon Stewart hanging with the boys. Statue. All right, we're going to be fucking hanging hard. It's going to be a good stream. It's going to be fun. Saturday's going to be a good one. I have high expectations. We'll break out maybe a little drunk moss. We'll smoke on some CBD. It's going to be a good time. Hanging and banging. Dope slangin' says empowers. Michael Anzalone will be hanging. Good stuff. I thought it was banned already, says X-Bet. No, you're still here. Pumpage. All right. So, that's that.
That's that.
That is all. How many more stories do we have? Because I do have to piss. Here, you hang.
3.
Just 3 stories? Should I hold it in? No, I'm going to go piss. Okay. All right, Jesse, take over. I'll be right back before I pee my... What is up with our peeing schedule? We're synced up. It's like when women have their periods together.
periods together. All right, guys. Let's talk about some shite. First of all, I heard Moss talking about the different fights going on this weekend. And I still got to say, I think Overeem versus Rozenstruik is the one I'm more excited for. I want to see more potential out of Rozenstruik. I honestly think that he is a prospect. You know, he's in line for that title contention. And based off of meeting his brother and what his brother had to say about him and stuff, I have no reason to believe that the guy doesn't have, you know, some tricks up his sleeve. And like we had mentioned earlier, Overeem has a glass chin, and you know, I have very good reason to believe that he'd get knocked out pretty quick. MacV says Overeem is a legend. Ann H says peeing together makes you one togetherness. Sean Hart says 100. Big Nick Digger says what up FED or Deacon. Fahad Neem says Naeem. I don't know if there's a better coach out there than Helton, but he doesn't have the recruiting class. What's up, Jeremy H? AJ will knock out Ruiz. I don't know about that. I think I don't think it was a lucky shot, the Ruiz fight. The first one. I don't think it was a lucky shot. I know some people were kind of on that train, but I really don't. I think that Ruiz still stands some semblance of a chance for the second fight. I do love the Christmas lights. Aren't they beautiful? They're great.
I got the message from Mom. She enjoys our Christmas donation. It's a hit. It's officially a hit. Our brand new Christmas donation. We watched back the last stream, and it is quite enjoyable. So thank you to the donators, and Frank Pavon being the first Christmas donation. Link in the description if you want to drop that puppy. 50 likes. Let's beat it!
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. The dislikes can choke on a dick.
Okay. Thank God the Theragun. My shoulders are all banged out. Thank you, Theragun. All right, let's finish up the stories, and then we're going to skedaddle. Fight briefing Thursday, Fuko Friday. The big fights going on Saturday. Oh, my God. We're never stopping.
Never gonna give you. CB Dollaway is no longer with the UFC and will be taking on Jiri Prochazka for a Rizin fight at light heavyweight, and it's a title fight, Moss.
When is this fight?
Well,
is our new friend on that card?
It's on December 31st.
Oh, shit. There we go.
And it takes place at Saitama Super Arena in Japan. He will be returning to action sooner than expected. He's currently serving a 2-year U.S. anti-doping agency or USADA suspension for testing positive for multiple banned substances and is no longer with the UFC. He will be competing for Rizin. That's right. So something for us to look forward to.
Was it? Wait,
at the end of the month.
Didn't Dollaway, his last UFC fight, didn't he get fucking pummeled to death?
I don't know.
He was the one with the late stoppage.
Khalid.
Yeah. Oh, God. You remember this fight? Oh, my goodness. This was a brutal finish. He fought a guy named Khalid Murtazaliyev. Now he's headlining the Rizin card? Oh, my God. This guy want to die? Like, what's going on here? Oof. Hoofa. So here's the upcoming fight. He's looking to die. CB Dollaway wants to die, apparently. Right? He's fighting this Czech guy. 25-3-1. Jiri.
Mm-hmm.
Prochazka. Oh, man. This is bad, Jesse. CB's gonna fucking die. He's gonna die. I'm gonna have to watch it to watch him die. CBD.
CBD. CBD.
CBD.
CBD. CBD. CBD. CBD.
CBD.
CBD. CBD. CBD. CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
All right, Roberto Hernandez, what's up?
When I was growing up, the story was that Hoffa was buried under concrete. Lol. What was your theory, guys? I'm 34.
Oh my God, there were so many stories, and I was in a
I
union.
never heard about Hoffa.
I heard the exact same thing as you, Roberto. Apparently, this movie, The Irishman. Did you know? So the guy that told the story, and we're not going to spoil anything, but apparently he's full of shit. The Irishman. A lot of people are saying this story is fake. They even went to De Niro.
How
Guys
would they
are coming
know?
up to him. No, it's all over. Look into it. There was a lot of people saying that this guy was nuts. He just wanted attention. Some people said he didn't even kill anybody in real life. It was all bullshit. But people are all dead and gone. What are they going to do? Say, oh, he's lying? Like, no one's going to know. Look into it online. After the stream, check it out. It's wild. They're saying it's a movie, so who gives a shit, you know? But don't believe everything you watch, you know? Just look into it. Eddie Bravo style. Anyway, so CB Dollaway's fighting him Risen. And like we said earlier, we're going to have on this card, we're going to have Lindsay Van Zandt in 2 weeks. She's coming on. She fought for Bellator. She fought for Invicta. She'll be hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
In 2 weeks. So she's actually on this card, so it's a good segue.
You're going to go to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
Connor Hernandez.
Just want to take this moment to say thank you, Moss and JBH, for being yourselves. Thank you for starting this community. Thank you for giving us who feel like they don't belong a place to be happy, clinking beer mugs. BTW is there and pick of one of the hats you may die. Canned food, see.
I have a sip for you. A sip of my water. How about Connor Hernandez?
A pick of one. I think I posted one on the website a long time ago. If you just go to my profile, posted a couple pictures.
So Connor Hernandez, let's say this. And we learned more about Connor on the gaming stream on the second channel. What a nice guy, right? I mean, 21 years old, has the whole life ahead of him.
You're going to go to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
Now, speaking from the opposite side of things.
Your letters hear about the Polish chef who stopped the London terrorist a couple days ago?
No.
Łukasz, the Polish chef, stopped Usman Khan. Where have I heard that name before? Usman, Pole ran towards the terrorists while the Anglos ran away. Polish power.
Wow. That's some story. Polish power. No, if that's true, that's awesome.
Polish power.
Usman Khan. Thank you, Kevin from Chicago, coming back in with the donation. Thank you, everyone from donations. But back to Connor Hernandez. You're the best, man. Ever since he hit this community, he has been awesome, right? Very supportive, very kind. And we were talking about this earlier. We have a fucked up community. We have a very fucked up community, but she blames me for that, and rightfully
I never
so.
blamed you for that.
Well, you said this is what I tried to start, a troll community.
Yeah, when it first started, you wanted to cater that, but I didn't blame you for why our community is trolls now.
Well, and technically that's what...
No, when you started, that's what you wanted to cater. And then it started to change and develop as time went on.
Well, let's be honest.
The way it is now is not your fault.
Oh, shit! Look at this!
My name is Troll, and I'm a special hole. I'm shirtless and alone again. Internet is my only friend. It's Christmas, hooray! I sit and watch MMA. No girlfriend this year, but I have my hand. Sit in front of computer, making fun of people. No avatar to hide my gremlin face. Oh yes, it's Christmas, I am so hideous. Maybe Santa will bring me a pocket pussy.
I'm coming for that fucking belt next year. Fist.
Oh,
Khabib going
shit.
to panic when Tony makes him bleed. His striking will be too much for him.
There you go. And thank you, Social Vash playing the Christmas donation. Do you think he'll be the champion 2020 Pick'em League? No?
No to Connor. No to socials. There's one person in mind, and I told you this already, that I think is going to be the champion.
A repeat?
Yes. I have one person here. And I know for a fact that person's probably going to be the champion.
Wow. Damn. So
this
now...
person has not let us down yet as far as picks are concerned.
We have to see who's going to be on their A game when we start this Pick'em League. And we want to get it going in January 2020. We want to get it going. Coming soon. Go to the MMA-Holes.com. The Pick'em League right around the corner. And the winner will be the MMA-Holes Pick'em champion. Get the belt, the whole deal. This is quality entertainment over here on the MMA-Holes. All right, let's finish up the stories. And let me log in. Got to log into it. What the hell?
Oh, Moss.
Bad Bunch.
It's Ali.
Look, Bad Bunch has a picture of Ali Abdelaziz. It's pretty dead on. Looks just like him.
So ridiculous.
That's awesome, Jess. Look at that. Did he draw that?
I have no idea.
That'd be great if he just drew that right now. All right, so go to the community section, and I'm going to like this. Actually, I'm going to love it. Look at that. Drop a heart on there. That's how it works. And there's Ali. Ali. Wow. Damn. Is that him? What do you think, Jesse?
Yeah.
Man, you better back up or you're going to go to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
Connor Hernandez.
Stream boss.
There you go.
BTW, I'm not gonna do the pick'em league for the belt, unfortunately.
Oh.
I will be in boot camp and miss those fights. But I will win that belt one day. Flex biceps. Love you guys. Love everyone in the community. Heart.
Shit.
Carnage crew. Love you all.
I forgot that you were going to be leaving us shortly.
Now, is it a definite go? I remember he was mentioning it on the second channel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a definite go.
He said he had to do the physical and all that stuff. Is it a go? I mean, Connor, let us know. That's crazy. Holy shit. Connor's going to be fucking beating some ass. That's cool.
My name is Troll, and I'm a special hole.
You like that Christmas song, huh? It's beautiful. All right, so we spoke about CB Dollaway.
Daniel
fighting for
Pineda.
Risen. Okay.
Set to appeal in a regular test with the Nevada Commission. PFL designates an alternate for finals, so he will not be performing for the finals for PFL.
So he makes it to the Millie fight and can't?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Man.
He's going to be appealing the irregular test, but that test is the reason he will not be able to perform. So.
Oh, cheater. Pumpkin eater. Could you imagine? What a mess.
Yeah.
What is he trying? What is he appealing, though? Like, what's the test?
The irregular test.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
But what did he fail for? Steroids?
He faces sanction for the regular drug test. Alex Gilpin would then return to the finals to face Palmer for the third season. The PFL believes all athletes deserve due process and will within reason provide the fighters who earn their way into the finals every opportunity to compete on New Year's Eve. The league, as always, will abide by the final ruling of the commission.
What? Oh, my God. What a mess. Could you imagine? Like, you're fighting for the $1 million?
Well, if he wins the appeal, he can still fight.
Yeah.
But he's got to win that appeal within the next, 25 days?
Here we go again. We're frozen again, Jesse.
Look at that.
What the fuck? Why is it doing that? What is going on? All right. Well, I fixed it. I caught it. I like that. I'm looking at the freeze frame picture. That's awesome. I'm going to make a mystical prediction here. I'm going to say he's not going to win. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to say, unfortunately, you're not going to win your appeal. Hopefully you do. Hopefully you were done wrong and they fixed the problem. But I have a feeling. I have a mystical feeling that you're up shit's creek. All right, Cynthia Calvillo.
Cynthia Calvillo. This is a pretty funny one, Moss. She blasted former teammate Paige Van Zandt. She had some choice words on Twitter for Van Zandt following a call out on Instagram. Now, with the fight against Marina Rodriguez slotted as the co-main event at this weekend's UFC and ESPN 7 card from Washington, D.C., Calvillo has a bigger concerns than Van Zandt throwing shade at flyweight prospect Macy Barber after they've engaged in a very public war of words in recent months. Still, Calvillo couldn't completely ignore the call-out considering she was tagged on a post, so she offered Van Zandt a reply, and the response, or lack thereof, told her everything she needed to know.
I'm liking her more and more as you talk about this.
Yeah, Calvillo explained when speaking to MMA Fighting, quote, "Normally when it comes to Paige, I feel like I just roll my eyes because it's like, whatever. I know her. I know who she is. I know what she's all about. We actually lived together for a little bit. I know her very, very well. For me, I personally do not care. I don't care what she does. We're on two different paths when it comes to fighting, but she did put me on that list of fighters. I know she was just trying to take a jab at Macy, but what I did not like myself is that she had a lot of fighters that she tagged replied to her post, and she would reply to them and acknowledge them. If I would reply to it, she would just delete it, and I was like, why are you doing that? It's really annoying." Cavillo makes it clear that her ultimate goal in the UFC is to compete for a world championship, and she doesn't see how a win over Van Zandt really would put her any closer to that opportunity. That said, the former team alpha male fighter was admittedly irritated that Van Zandt named her as a fighter she would potentially like to face, but then she refused to even acknowledge her after making the initial post. She said, quote, "For me, I really don't care. I just don't think she's a good fighter. I really don't respect her too much as a real martial artist. I don't hate on anyone for how they want to become successful and what she wants to do or how she wants to get it done. All on her, nothing against me. But if she starts including me and putting my name in her mouth, we're on two different paths. I want to be a world champion. I want to be the best. She's not in my concern in any kind of way. I don't feel like me beating her would mean anything, but I did find it bothersome with her calling me out and just deleting my replies. I feel like that's more disrespectful. She would say it's a respectable call out, but yet delete replies. It was a lot of bullcrap." In her opinion, Cavillo feels like Van Zandt is just trying to get attention in the midst of her rivalry with Barber rather than making a serious charge at any particular opponent. So this is what the thing says. So if you scroll down a little bit.
Okay. It sounded interesting in the beginning, and now I'm like, I'm losing it. I'm hoping.
No. Scroll down on the MMA news page.
Oh, it's losing me.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
She said, "I understand that's her gimmick. That's how she gets paid. She likes to get attention, stir up problems, because no one's ever going to pay attention to her for being one of the greatest fighters ever, because she sucks at fighting."
Boom, roasted. Cynthia. All right. Well, I mean, she's going hard on Paige Van Zandt. I think Paige Van Zandt's kind of an easy target right now. She's annoying though. I do believe that, I believe. I don't find her interesting in any way. Other than, her getting the fake tits. That was the most interesting thing that she did. But her, I think she's going to leave after this fight, and she's going to go to Bellator and fight with her hubby. Make some money over there. She'll probably do good. She's all right as a fighter. She's got some skill. She's not complete.
She's always injured.
She's always injured, but she does have some skill. She's not a complete bum, but at the same time, she's so annoying. She is incredibly annoying.
So we just went to the store.
Yeah, she's got that shitty vlog thing.
And I picked up some gifts for my husband. And now we're going to go training.
You think Cynthia's just using her name, though, to put herself out there? Because no one's talking about Cynthia
God only knows.
No one gives a shit about Cynthia. I mean, she's a badass on the ground. But no one really cares. She's fighting this weekend, right? Cynthia. She's the co-main event. Marina Rodriguez. That's happening. That's going down. I mean, is it the best co-main event ever? No. But Cynthia's a beast on the ground. She's on a 2-fight winning streak now. Beat Courtney Casey, unanimous decision. She got the submission versus Polyana. Before that, the Carla Esparza loss. Carla Esparza is still pretty good. And then you got this Marina Rodriguez, who is 12-0-1. This Brazilian over here. Let's look at her statisticals. Unanimous decisions, majority. Oh, it sounds like it's going to be a decision fight. Oh shit! I just realized I'm on the wrong screen, but you catch the drift. Yeah, this is gonna be a decision, right? What do you think? Guaranteed decision fight? You can put money on that.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm going guaranteed decision fight. Guaranteed. Co-main event, guaranteed decision.
I'll let you know tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in to Fight Briefing.
Yeah, I kind of rather see the Macy fight. That's why I kind of rather see the one that's on Connor's card. It's just swap places. But all right, Aspen Lads on this card versus Yana Kunitskaya. You got 2 lady fights. You got Stefan Struve, Ben Rothwell. But on the top, Overeem, Rozenstruik. That should be fun. There is going to be someone's dying in that fight, and it's going to be creamy, Jesse. It's going to be a creamy main event. That's my prediction. You're very quiet. What's going on?
Just looking at the clock. It's all.
You like the
It's
kid?
not even that I want to leave. It's maybe it's something about the time. Like it has to start at a certain time and end at a certain time.
When you worked at your previous job, were you the person standing at the clock waiting to check out, like clock out?
Yes.
You like waiting there, like okay.
No, we weren't allowed to wait there, but I was very focused on the clock when the last minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not that I want to leave. Like it's not like, oh, I want to end streaming. I don't want to do that. I think it's more of like an obsessive time thing now. I think it's like we start at a specific time. If we're late, then that's frustrating. And then we end at a specific time. You know, like...
No, I don't. I think... here's the thing. If I was doing something that I hated, I would be doing that.
But I don't hate it.
Yeah, I think you
I don't
hate
hate
this.
it. Not... What? Why would I still be here if I hated this?
You hate all of us. You hate me.
Yeah.
You hate
I
the
spent
144.
all these years with you and the chat and everything, all because I hate it.
2 years?
And I put all that work into the other side of the business, all because I hate it.
Isn't it crazy, though? The channel's been over 3 years now. And Jesse's been with us for...
Actually, 2.5 years, if you count when I was in Arizona.
Yeah, so you've been working with us for 2.5 years. That went fast. Right? Shit. Where does time go? And just think about it. You were doing it in that little room. You were doing the hangouts. The show is completely different, and now we've evolved into this monstrosity mega show, Jesse. And here you are looking to clock out. Like, all right, I'm out.
Don't hate, bro.
Gonna run to the Roach Coach, get myself a sandwich. What do you think in 3 more years from this? Do you think you'll still be looking to clock out, or do you think you'll be barefoot and pregnant and be like, yeah, guys, have fun?
3 years from now,
be doing the news.
I'll be in charge of someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think someone else. No, we'll still be the hosts. But we'll have a producer who will be able to mark the times appropriately.
So you're saying 3 years we're going to actually finally have a producer? I'm hoping the next 2 months we have a producer.
But you're asking 3 years from now. We will have a producer by then who will know exactly what time to start and end the show, who will give us our marks and tell us, okay, do your ads now. All right, you got 5 minutes left. Okay, do the outro.
You think Michael Angelo will be the producer?
Probably not.
No?
I don't think Mikey wants to do that. I think Mikey he enjoys just watching the show. I don't think he would enjoy doing something like that.
All right, here's the question. We've seen Howard Stern do this. Howard Stern hires from within. We have 146 people watching, and we do have a job section. You can drop your application on the MMA-Holes.com. Do you think that our first actual producer
will be one bad
MMA-Holes will be an MMA hole?
One bad. Yes.
I don't know, man. We're going to need a lot of air fresheners and candles to let that guy in here. And we don't have a dental plan.
He'll be talking like this.
We don't have
All right, guys, get ready to wrap it up.
Our dental is not very good. So I think one bad would be in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
You better back up. You don't go to sleep. Man, you need to back up or you can go to sleep too.
Hey, Connor, coming back.
Breaking news: Ortega out of the fight versus the Korean zombie.
Are you serious?
I hope this is fake. Oh my God. Oh God, I hope that's not the case. I was actually kind of looking forward to that fight. We gotta go.
No.
Go on Kokomoto.
Oh no. Brian Ortega out of UFC Busan main event against the Korean zombie. Ariel Helwani tweeted, Brian Ortega is out of the December 21st main event fight against Chon Sung-jung due to an undisclosed injury.
No, Gaylord.
According to multiple sources.
Oh, I'm done with him. Didn't Ortega... Listen, okay, I'm going to go on my Ortega rant. Where's Ariel? Ortega could have took that fight. He could have saved the card before Jeremy Stevens. And he was too chicken shit to do that. Oh, man. What the fuck? What in the fuck? This is real. This is real news. So thanks to Conor Hernandez for dropping this shit in. But, whoa. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, that sucks. Are we jumping off the Ortega train now?
That would have been such a good fight.
We were just talking to Henry Solstice about this. He was going to put some cash on this thing. Go Korean zombie. So who the fuck? Oh, man. You think they'll get someone to step in? Short notice? Poor Korean zombie. Damn, huh? That sucks.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's number one bullshit. Let's see if they took it off the UFC website. Oh, that's bullshit. Well, that blows. End the stream with some bad news. Okay, so this card, it's still on the website, but they're probably freaking out trying to get a replacement.
Man.
What a Gaylord. And they're not saying what the reasoning is. Complete Gaylord action going on here.
Gaylord.
Oh, man, what do you think in the chat? All right, we'll get final words from the chat about this situation. We're out of here. Wow.
Sorry. Connor said thanks for being yourself.
This fucking girl. I mean, I can't even.
What? I didn't do anything
can't make
wrong.
this shit up. Go ahead. Let's see what the chat says.
You're always on my ass about everything.
I'm not.
I could sneeze and be like, thanks for fucking up the show, Jesse.
Oh, God. Sometimes I just want to fucking throw myself out the window.
You do. Mr. Jason Sensation says Ortega had a choice to fight or fake injuries. He chose to not get his ass whipped. Vigo Stockholm's Nose says, my name is Troll and I'm a special hole. Ortega juiced out again, says Kevin from Chicago, Jumanji Warlord. He got the Aldo AIDS.
Yeah, get the Aldo AIDS.
Ortega hasn't fought in a year. Maybe he had an injury, but his Medella fighting spirit is gone, says Justin Jr. Drunk Savage says, you better not fuck up my gift opening tomorrow, JBH. I probably will. Fuck up everything else. Buzz Koger says jumping out the window would make good content. Jamie Schwinn says Chris Cahill F out. Billy said so, says Kevin from Chicago. Mr. Bat says JBH is burnt out. So is your mom.
Oh,
and H
shit.
says, thanks Chris and Jesse. Great show tonight. Moss Cowboy going to beat Connor.
Well, listen. You know, every dog can have its day. But on that day, the Irishman will prevail and have the greatest comeback of all time.
Yes, sir.
3 fights, 3 wins, and the 3rd win will be against Khabib to hand him an L. Unless Tony Ferguson does that for him. I don't know. We'll find out. But JBH, take us away. What's tomorrow?
Fight briefing tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Fuqua Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, and all the fights on Saturday, so stay tuned.
All right.
Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.